Hey, hey, what is going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. It's me, your favorite, Lisa Lee. Just kidding. I'm just saying that because no one's here right now. What's up, everybody? I don't know where Tori is. I'm guessing on a bio break, and hopefully, Robbie will be popping on. How's everybody doing today? I see you. Hey, hey, what? Tammy, Linda, Sheena, Kim, John Caps, Mindy, Life with Dar. Hello, Bonnie, Bonita. Hey, Dare to Dream, Sherry. Oh my goodness. Black Widow, Georgia, Diana. Hi. Rin, Sharon. Hello, Terry, Dairy Dactyl, Carol Crazy, Strat Lover, Frank. Hello, Okimi. Hi. Ray W, Marla, hey. Wow. Everybody's there. Ray Bone Crasher. Connie, Harper, Betty, Lori, Kim, Kimberly Chess, what's going on? Timothy, Lucinda, hey. I'm being paged right now. Hold on. Tisa, there you is. Okay. Let me see. Wendy, hello. Hello. Hey, Christine. Kim, Vanessa. Did you send Tori the link? Yes, I did. Donna Hawkins. I'm going to double check now. I did. I know I did. Hold on. Maybe I didn't hit send. Hold on. I know I did. Yeah, I hit send. I'm guessing she's on a potty break, right? Is she still live, maybe? Maybe she lost track of time. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I'm getting messages all at the same time. Let's see. Shauna, hello. Britta, hey, bearded. Expiration date, hello. Hi, Darby. Beverly, hello. Kim, let me see. Hey, Mike, how are you? She's probably what? Wait, it just went by so fast. Hi, Denise. Welcome. Hey, mother of birds. I sent her a link. I did. Noreen, hello. April Fool's. Oh, she's messing with me. Where is the ball? That's what I'm wondering. Hi, Peculiar. Hannah, Lisa, no, Tori, and they're live about 15 minutes ago. Oh, she's probably still on her bio break, probably getting some din. I scoffed mine down so I don't get yelled at if I was hungry and snacking. Did you get an email? Yes, I did. Hey, Nine Chins, did you like Santa? Yeah, that was funny. Gabe, I told Gabe to go look at it. Hi, Sandy K. Scampy Girl. Hi, Hal. Hi, Ann. Hello. Yeah, so I'm just gonna chill and wait for Tori. How'd y'all do today? How was your Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Hey, Mama Mia. We still have ice in the trees? Really? Hey, Ray, Lisa is the one who folded. I folded. I'm sorry. April Fools. We got lots to go over. As a matter of fact, this motion, my eyes are a little blurry, guys. It's the allergies, and no matter what I do, they keep going blur on me. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to read a lot of this motion, but even still, I wasn't planning on reading it all at once anyway, because this is a very important motion in this case. And, I know I'm probably the only one that's going to go over it legitimately. Yeah, well, at least on our side. I'm hoping actually, I'm pretty sure Mike Pope will go over it because it's important. I want to go over it kind of slowly, I want everybody to understand what a lot of what's in this motion means, and a lot of times I just read through the motions and I'll be like, oh, it's this, whatever, I want to be able to read this to you. And because it's very important. It's basically all about polymop, really. And it's it's a motion pointing out what's gone wrong in this case. So it's very important. It's very important, and no one knows what the outcome of this would be. Um, Although you have your little, jerk among us people over there, jerk among us, jerk, whatever we want to call them. There's always new names for them. But anyway, you know that they're gonna come out and they're gonna say whatever. I mean, I already saw it this afternoon, um, and you got Germ doing what he always does, putting out his special reports. But I guess he neglected to tell everybody when they see this, go click on the links that are included because it's his videos that are all about those threats with arrests. Okay, it's his videos saying the stuff about the magistrate. Okay, so jerkomaniacs. But yeah, so he could come out and be all cocky and whatever, but his videos, which are included with the motion for the main judge to see, of his big ass mouth saying stuff about getting arrested. The magistrate's going to arrest him. The magistrate's going to arrest him. He was pointing only at him and not at him and Shockett. And the magistrate said this. The magistrate told us to file sanctions. It's all in there. So it's Jerem's big ass mouth, and then he comes out today. So he's saying he's afraid of getting arrested. Well, here's the deal. It's all what you said. I don't think he was afraid that day in the courtroom. But based on what you're saying, based on the actual threat, and then it's a concern. it's a concern. And it's not even that. It's just everything that's gone on with the case. It's not just that, I should say. It's everything that's gone on with the case in itself. Like, just why on earth did this guy totally ignore that Jeremy admitted perjury? I mean, paragraph 19. Hello. I mean, why was that ignored? Why is it that in his own case he talks about the 7B1 rule and then ignores it? It's like he went and get his own case law. It went against his own case law. It's like it's just very strange. So it's a very important motion. If someone like let's say Megan, who used to be a journalist, were to cover this in a without being a germ, a germ minion, this part of this case, she would love it. She's always been good for taking down judges, really. And it's funny because she she was going off on the judge. Oh, this guy may need to be recused and blah blah, and all of a sudden he's like McDreamy again. So yeah, she couldn't be unbiased at all. So I mean, you can't even pay attention to that. But this would have been for, I guess, the old Megan, the old journalist that she used to be. This would have been probably right up her alley. However, now I don't know, but I do feel that Michael Volpe will cover this very, very well. And him and Megan together used to talk about, what judges were up to and stuff like that. So I feel that Volpe will cover this properly. It is very big. So I'm not going to do it all in one night. And right now I'm kind of looking can I actually read? I'm finding it hard to read the chat. Where is Tori? Is she okay? She's usually here by now. Hold on, let's text her. Let's see. Let's see. The more hate Jerem spews, the larger his tongue grows, right? He couldn't even talk fast enough in that today on this short. He's like, oh my goodness. Keep foaming at the mouth, Jerem. Getting you in trouble. See, he doesn't see the trouble yet, that's why. He will. Let me see. Tori's the mall, April Fool's. Oh, that's what she's doing. She's playing some game on me. It's an April Fool's thing. I don't know. Now she's not going to answer me. Watch. Hold on. Hey. I didn't do that to her when she was live. She said a couple funny things that I made fun of, though. Sport Lisa, would you like? Thank you, guys. I think we have an acceptance for the bid, the offer I made on the cruise. I think they might take us up on it. So nerve-wracking. Buying a ship. What? Who'd have thought? Tori is live with Gabe on our wow. Really? Really? No, she's not. No, she's not. She might have just needed a longer bio break than usual. But yeah, he's like Pinocchio, but instead of the nose, it's his tongue that grows when he lies. Tori was concerned about her BP before signing off? Really? Seriously, Terry? Because now you're making me worried. All right, now I'm going to have to call. Hold on. This isn't a text message now. Hold on. Hey, Lisa. Stacy. Noelle, hello. Definitely. Oh, yeah, you could bring Zuzu. Of course. Zuzu's like my... Really? Really? Jillbug's going. Chaos is going. She's not answering me. Hey, Chris. She's not doing a live with Germ. Okay, now you got me worried, Terry. Are you sure? Are you messing with me? Yes, he says yes. All right. Where's Marsha? Tori was Disney on her live. Really? So sending all sorts of info. Ray said peen. Gabe likes cheese. Lisa drinks Pepsi. I drink Coke. Tori needs an earning. All right, so he's telling the truth. Okay, Marsha, thank you. All right, so maybe Tori won't be here. And that's okay as long as she's okay. That's fine. Let's see if Robbie's coming. I'm now nervous because I want Tori to be okay. Hold on. Let's see. Where's Robbie? Hold, please. Sorry. His phone's off. Really? Come on now. Hold on. Yes, everybody, please send prayers up for Tori. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. What are you doing? Because I'm live and I'm waiting for you. Wondering where you is. Hello? Hey, you cut out for a sec. You can't hear me. Okay. This sounds like one of Robbie's calls to Lisa. I'm live and I'm calling you. Where are you? I am too live. It's 10:16. Do me a favor before you come live, try and call Tori. Sush. I don't know. They said that she didn't feel good when she got off her live. So can you call her? All right. Bye. Okay. So Robbie's coming on, but he's going to call Tori first. I was on time. I figured Tori, a lot of times Tori will get here when the intro is playing. Let's call Kendra to wish her an April Fool's. All right, hold on. Let's go. Making calls. This is funny. Kendra never answers, so we'll see. Hold on. It takes forever to answer. Let's call Kendra. Kendra, where you at? I do know she had an earthquake today. I want to tell her to jump on. We'll see how she feels. Whoops. I'd put it on speaker about and how she feels, so hold on. She said last night she didn't feel good. She was tired last night. What are you doing? Are you? Okay. I'm live right now. And everybody said to call Kendra. So I did. No, you're not live. You're not on speaker. They can't hear you. So. Oh, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, everybody.
Kendra answered.
Yes, I do answer the phone just to make you look like a liar.
Oh, so you're listening.
No, actually, I'm watching something.
They're saying hello, Kendra. Hello, Kendra. All right, so hey, friends. Say it again.
Hey, friends. I'm waiting for another earthquake.
Yeah, she had an earthquake today. Do you want to come on the live for a little bit or no?
I have to wait for my medication to come from the store first.
Okay, so I'll send you the link, and then you can tell us about you can tell us about your earthquake.
Okay.
All right, I'll send it to you now.
Okay, is that what you called me for?
I called to see how you do it. Everybody wanted to say call. They said call Kendra, so I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how sweet they are.
Yeah. All right, so I'll send you a link.
Okay, cool.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. We always do that. Bye. All right, so let me send her the link. Which she normally used to get all the time, no matter what. She sounds good, which is really good because she hasn't been. So, all right, she got it. Oops, am I on the wrong screen? Hold on. Okay, she got it. Let me see. Go back to your screen where everybody is. Okay, I see you all now. Okay. Yeah, well, she's on a fault line. She's really close to that fault line. Something with an H. That's like right under her. And she said it was a small one, but we felt it like worse than, a lot. She'll tell you. She'll come on and tell you. But I said, you need to move. Get out of there. But there was something about this one, I guess, that they said, something that they said, which they've never said before. Charlene Sharp, thank you so much. Yeah, so she's gonna talk about it because she's experiencing it. So did you feel it at all? Okay. Oh, Tori's here. Hey.
I've been here for 20 minutes.
You have not. Are you okay?
Yeah, my blood pressure. My blood pressure's low.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
So we need to get you moving or something?
So I'm going to sit here and walk in place.
Okay. You're going to sit there and walk in place?
Yes, because I cannot stand up and do it because of my knee, my hip, and my back.
Okay.
But I can sit in this chair and lift my feet up and down like I'm marching.
Okay.
And get the blood flowing. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep, I can do that. While I eat my cucumbers and tomatoes.
Okay. All right. I called you.
You know what? I my phone was down here. I didn't take it up with me. I didn't want to risk falling with it in my pocket and breaking an expensive phone.
I was getting nervous. I was getting like,
I got family with me, so I'm okay. But
I even called Robbie. I called you and to see if you were okay and what was going on. And then I called Robbie and I told him, he said he was getting ready to come on. And I said, well, call Tori first to make sure she's okay. And then everybody said, call Kendra. So I just got off the phone with Kendra. And then here you are. She's okay. She's in bed. They had an earthquake and she was talking about that. And the fault line, she's on a fault line that it hit, which it was like a 4. It was technically nothing, but she's on the line. So it was like right underneath her and she felt it harder than anything. And she said, everybody's okay. Nobody got hurt. A couple things are, just around.
She needs to send me all her rocks right now so they don't get damaged.
Right? That would be a lot of boxes. Kendra's loaded with crystals. Loaded. So.
But for some reason, our regular blood pressure cuff and the wrist blood pressure cuff have come up missing.
Uh-oh.
So I am ordering a new cuff.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you got salt? Put some salt on those veggies.
I did put salt on my veggies on purpose.
Eat some chips. Not that that's the best thing to tell you, but
I don't have any.
You don't have any chips.
I'm working on this new Tori thing.
Oh, and your blood pressure's down.
And in order to do that, see, I have to keep my weight down.
Right.
The lower the better for my knee surgery.
Right.
So yeah. And
I wish I had low blood pressure.
I'm also working on things that'll help keep my cholesterol down. Lower my cholesterol. So I'm working on that.
Can those cholesterol meds also bring your blood pressure down?
I'm not on any meds.
You're just
I do not have a cutter. I have a tumbler, but I do not have a cutter.
Robbie has a cutter.
No, Robbie has a cutter and polisher stuff. I do not.
Ooh, how could you eat a teaspoon of salt?
I could not eat a full teaspoon of salt. That would make me miserable. But I don't have numbers, but I know it's low. My pulse is 72, which is strangely low for me.
Okay. What have you done differently?
I'm eating better. I'm eating healthier. Yeah. Let's eat healthy and kill yourself from falling down the stairs.
Oh my goodness. Well, you'd be amazed that like I drink soda all the time, right? When I stop drinking soda, I drop weight, BP's down, everything goes down.
Yeah.
You know? My blood pressure has always been on the higher end of normal, but as you get older, they seem to lower those numbers, so they would probably consider my blood pressure being high right now. But I told you about this hospital sit I stayed at, and I was like, just give me a blood pressure bill or something like that. They were like, we can't. I'm like, what do you mean you can't? They're like, your blood pressure is 120/60. I'm like, what? Like, yeah.
No,
I'm like,
I cannot eat grapefruit. That is gross.
Oh, no, yeah. I'll never forget my father making me eat grapefruit once. He loves grapefruit. And he would try and eat it all the time. Like, nope. Oh, no.
When I went upstairs, my hands were on the steps. I went up hands and feet up the steps. That way, if I fell, I could protect myself.
Right.
Not falling down the stairs. And when I came down the stairs, I did the same thing. And no, Beth, I refused to take the statin med. I told my doctor I wasn't taking. I would find alternative solutions to lowering that cholesterol. I was not taking a statin-based drug.
Why is that?
In women, it alters your sleep pattern.
Okay.
My sleep schedule is screwed up enough. I don't need any help. It can also raise your glucose level.
Oh, yeah, I don't want that.
And I'm sitting right at pre-diabetic, trying to get it lower. but I'm sitting at pre-diabetic. The last thing I need is something to raise my glucose level and to throw me into full-blown diabetic where they want to give me insulin.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid that kind of stuff. So I will find alternative solutions.
Did they tell you not to drink OJ as a diabetic?
No. You can have OJ. You just have to watch how much you have, because OJ
like a glass of
OJ is high carb.
Right.
And that's why. You can have a one glass of orange juice is like a whole meal worth of carbs.
But then again, look at YouTube. Beth. That's funny.
But I did my research.
Uh-huh.
Looking up the side effects of statin-based meds.
Uh-huh.
Which I've done before.
Right.
Because they fuck with men's moods.
With men's moods?
The mood of men. Yeah, it can make men depressed.
Oh, that's not good.
And can cause ED, which will also cause depression.
Trying to move it out of my way here.
So, yeah, it's like, yeah, I want to take a med that's going to make my willy not work. Said no man ever.
Right? Okay. So I
do not, Mike McDermott. Should I investigate that?
What?
Cranberry juice?
You know, I've heard that a lot. I'll tell you what, OJ always makes me feel better, probably because of the vitamin C. So I like to drink OJ, but I only usually have like one glass. What I do like in my smoothies, and I can literally tell the difference, I'm in my focus and stuff like that, is when I have blueberries in it. I think blueberries is like very good food. Well,
Ernie Boyd, it is perfectly okay for you to go to your doctor that prescribed the statin-based med and say, hey, you know what? I'm already dealing with depression and I'm trying to work on that. So can we look at alternatives to statin-based medications to lower my cholesterol?
Yep. Cinnamon lowers glucose. Cranberry juice is good in smoothies. Yep. I like cranberry juice too. I just can't drink too much of it.
I will email you what it is that Robbie took to lower his cholesterol, and I've ordered some for me, but I will email it to you. It's more of a homeopathic method of lowering your lowering your cholesterol, and you can take the information to your doctor and see if it is something that will work with your other medications.
You can email me that too.
Okay.
I have to start like taking vitamins and stuff because I don't take anything, nothing, zero zip, zilch. So yeah, so I have to start like paying attention because the aging thing. Let's see.
Marcia and I will get you the whole list of things.
Yeah, I definitely need to work on some stuff. Strictly's here. Oh, it's
Hello, Strictly.
How you doing?
Why were you on cholesterol meds if you don't have cholesterol issues? That's crazy. But
I would rather first, like if I went to the doctor and they said, okay, you got this issue or that, or we got to work on that. I would rather do everything I could to change my lifestyle or whatever before jumping on med. You know what I mean? One a day women's make me sick. You know what? I take one a day when I do take the vitamins. I had prescription. Tori, you're muted, just so you know. I took a prescription vitamin and I literally was like sick. There was like too much stuff in it for me. So I was like, all right, we're not doing that. I got to go to GNC and Tori's mic went out. Yeah, I think so. She's muted though. Does it automatically mute you now that you're back?
Yeah, it times me out every once in a while.
Gotcha. Hi, Martha. One a day gummies are the best. They told me as a preventative. I used to, whatever doctors told me to. Yeah, see, that was just it. My mom was like that. If the doctor told her to do something, she did it. I'm like, well, don't you want to kind of, fix the problem that's causing this rather than, know,
I'll look into that, Mike.
sperm trooper has been impersonating the FBI. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Where? Online? In chats? Oh. Who's he calling on the FBI? Like, who's he pretending to be talking to with the FBI? As an FBI. Yeah, that it is, Vanessa. That's a crime. I think he thinks he could do a lot because he's in the UK. But that is a crime. Apple cider vinegar every day. Yeah. I've heard that too. So who's Jeremy's alleged snitch? I don't believe he had a snitch. And
That's
here's
hilarious.
Robbie. Welcome. Hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You actually beeped in. You beeped in this
What?
time. You beeped
She
in.
heard
Hi,
you beep
Spade.
in.
Lisa, is the crack man by the street named Walrus drive around everywhere without a license and telling the rent man to what? Oh yeah,
Hi,
I guess
Bonnie.
that's
Hi, Kristen. Hi, Crimson. Hi, Martha. Hi, Hal.
somebody
Hi,
else said
Carol.
something behind the
Hi,
faucet.
Flutter. Hi, Ernie. Hi, Ashina.
Frank
Hi,
is Germ
Jared.
snitch.
Hi, John. Hello, Melon.
Sounds like Spade could be Germ snitch.
What? Hi, Ray Bone Crusher.
Everybody's trying to figure out who Germ snitch is.
You
Hi,
know,
Stacy.
there isn't a snitch.
Hi, Betty.
Mhm.
Hello, Tricky. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Doreen. Hello,
Because
Blondie. Hello, Terry.
this
Ed,
alleged
what's up?
snitch
I
has
saw Ed. I don't understand that text. Where is it?
this alleged snitch says that they have evidence on all other people regarding the case.
Okay,
Well, we
so
know
here's how I can tell you that's a lie.
there isn't any evidence on all other people regarding the case, so therefore the snitch is a falsehood, and it's actually just a diversion of, hey, look over here, it's
Hey,
not
John
my
Cook.
property, so don't look at that, look over here. Do not look at those documents that Lisa Lee was showing. Look over here, I have a snitch.
There is no
Yeah.
evidence against Robbie, A, because Robbie doesn't talk to anyone about this but come in here and learn everything that's going on. Robbie puts in his 2 cents on what has happened to him, and that's it, in here.
Mhm.
And this is where I learn all my stuff.
Well, that's what
So,
I'm telling you. It's a distraction.
yeah, I don't
Because
email.
They must have tons of evidence against me.
it came out right after it was shown it's not his damn property.
And he's got a history of
And then
lots
Lisa
of
showed
protection
his
orders.
history of having protection orders against him
Uh-huh.
for abuse.
Yeah. And that he was on the what you call it, the Craigslist ads.
Craigslist picking up hookers.
Mm-hmm.
Cool,
And married
Spade.
women. But Spinny Spawny thinks he knows all about you and Lisa Lee. Yeah, just like when he was trying to find out what was going on with Moo and how Robbie never sent her a package or something. I was like, oh my God, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, so many people know about this storyline already, and he's like trying
the 3 packages that Robbie received.
I'm like, wow.
Listen, guys, I'm so busy. I'm trying to do everything here. I'm trying to find a truck. I'm trying to do everything.
Well, Robbie,
And plus, I got to manage Kendra's OF page.
Robbie,
You guys think this is easy?
Robbie,
Yes, honey.
How
your
come
package
Spur?
from
Why?
Ed
What,
should
hold
be
on. Why
arriving
is
Saturday.
Why?
Ed's package should be arriving Saturday.
Okay, cool.
Thursday, you should be getting a package from Ren.
Okay.
So check your damn mail.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right.
Lisa took a dig at me just because I have jokes? How is that? Because I called you the mole? Didn't you say you were a mole? I find it weird. Like, why all of a sudden his sperm troop is spawning? So why is Spawny obsessed with Harley? Because it's not Spawny that I always hear talking about Harley. It's Mike Arthur. Mike Arthur and Germ are the two people. Actually, and George, because she always brings her up too. They're the three people that are going on and on about the child. Mike
John
Arthur.
Caps, I'm going to have to help me do that.
Yeah. I don't know so much about Spawny saying all kinds of crap about her. So
Who gives a shit about any of those two? They're irrelevant.
Yeah. YouTube did not like the part that I showed where Jeremy was calling John gay and stuff like that. So I'm actually talking to him right now about the whole editing feature. So it's fine.
No, I've got
but it's not, you can't see it right now.
Catherine.
I'm on it. Travis had an e-bike. Oh God, this was funny. Okay, so let's talk about the election today. Okay, so Otter Creek had their election for town council, right? And what happened was Travis went live, and he was showing it, but he was, for the most part, he's like there, and he was like behind the building, right? And I think it's because they were John was outside, Michelle was outside, Don was out there. And so he was like on the other side behind the building, and he's on an e-bike. I guess maybe because he didn't want people to see him pull up. Who knows? But, you know, he went over there on an e-bike, and he was live. Then he thought he was funny, and he's trying to position himself. So the camera can show Michelle, Dawn, and I don't know who else was standing there with them, but there was three people talking, and it was Michelle and Dawn. I know that for sure. I don't know who the other one was. Maybe Russ? I'm not sure. But they're behind him, and so he's trying to position himself so the camera stays on them, you know, behind him, and or in the view. And I'm like, what an idiot, right? And then the meeting starts to go. They're 7:00, so voting's done. They're going to start counting the votes. He goes inside, and Don has a knee brace on, and he's sitting in a chair. And he's got the camera on, you know, the people, whoever was there to count. I know that Belinda person was there. So the camera's on them, but he's also on Michelle and Dawn. And I'm thinking, get out of the camera view, right? They figure it out, I guess, and they back up. But what was mean was when Dawn was moving, I guess because of his knee, and the chair had wheels on it, so he was kind of like rolling himself. And freaking Travis started laughing. I'm like, what an asshole. What an asshole. I couldn't even believe that he did that. I'm like, you're live on camera and everybody's hearing you laugh at a man who's like trying to, you know, help himself move across, you know, and move just because he didn't get out of it. Huh?
You can't believe this?
Well, no, when I see people doing things like that, I'm just like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, and
because
why
these are the people that if someone falls, they'll laugh about it and not go over there and help them up.
Right. You know? So he's sitting there, and he like when he talks, he's talking about the neighbor, and he's trying to act all, you know, whatever. And then he's saying, you know, he's got a business meeting that he's got to go to because, you know, he's got a business there. Technically, no, you don't, dude, because you are not a legal business in the town of Otter Creek. Tubetown is not a legal business. Okay? So, no, you don't. But however, they're letting you do whatever you guys want to do over there, which is messed up. You know, it's just wrong. You know, they actually think that they can do whatever they want over there, and they're getting away with it. All German as minions. So anyway, when they started counting the votes, there's a certain part where they, you know, he couldn't have the cameras on. So the voting ended up being, here's the numbers. Zim had 55 votes. Rex, he's the one that bought the RV park from Therese and Burke Granger. He had 51. Carl Hughes had 51. Russell Meeks had 36. Stewart had 33. Don had 30. Michelle had 18. And this Jeffries, I'm saying the name wrong, I think, had 17. So there was only 4 seats. So it looks like it's going to be Zim, Rex, Carl, and Russell Meeks. So that's what's happened. That's what happened. And that's not official until the 4th. But that's what the numbers were tonight. So,
Isn't Zim mayor?
Zim is mayor right now, and it looks like he's, well, I guess okay. So they voted on the members of town council. There was only 4 seats open. So the 4 that are in the top running were Zim, Rex, Carl, and Russ.
But Zim's mayor, so how could he be?
Well, because he's going to run again. You know? So my guess is what happens next is, they get the legal documentation that those votes are, real, and they go in and they vote again. Zim didn't show because he was dodging being served. Zim actually was there and technically was served. So he was served today. He was there today. He wasn't hand served, but he's been dodging it, and it was laid on the table, and he was also seen picking up the paperwork. So he's been served. It's enough to say he's been served. So, anyway, why he's dodging that is beyond me. I mean, he's the mayor, So,
because
correct.
there's something that he doesn't want to say under oath.
Show my screen.
That's cool.
They said I am, so there I am.
She's the mole. Tori the mole.
Complete with doing leather work.
That's good. That is great. That's Mo, isn't it? Mo Magic. Magic. Well,
I just did that. I did that.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that looks cool.
I'm not totally useless.
Nice. No, that I didn't see that. It just looks like something Mo would do, so I thought that's cool. That's super cool. Why are y'all dodging getting served, asking for a friend? Well, see, Luna,
I've never dodged.
Yeah, you never
Luna.
dodged being served.
I've never.
Yeah. So the fact this person here is a troll. So they're trying to come in here, be friendly, and trying to throw a spawn trooper under the bus here, which doesn't matter. He's already under the bus. But nobody here dodged anything. You got to be served, and you got to be served.
No one's tried to serve me.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Okay, never mind.
So,
I've never once dodged getting served.
Me either.
Lisa, where have you been?
I've been right here.
A big dodge game.
Yeah. It's not being dodged. Someone wants to leave paperwork on a table outside blowing in the wind, then that's fine. You actually have to be hand served a federal subpoena. Okay? That's number 1. They don't know your name to even ask if someone's you. If they say, "Hi, you're Lisa Smith." No, I'm not. Okay. And what else was on there? They didn't give me, I think I was the first one served or tried to serve. And so they didn't give me enough time. You have to have a certain amount of time. And even jerking me was like saying, "Oh, it's 7 days." State, and even said the state rule is 7 days. No, asshole. This is a federal. You don't even know what kind of court you're in. No, it's federal, dude. It's different.
The state of Florida is 7 if you're not asked to prepare anything.
Correct. And I was asked to prepare.
Unfortunately, this isn't a state case.
Right. And they tried to get me with everything. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Sorry. For the news lawsuit, love, not the depot.
I've never been even. Yeah. Nobody's dodging that.
Nobody's dodging anything.
The new.
You know where Lisa has been?
Wait a minute. Stop. 1 second. The new lawsuit has to be served by a deputy.
Sheriff.
By a sheriff's deputy.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who knows me knows
That's not hard to do.
All the deputies know me,
Yep.
and I work with law enforcement on a lot of these gator calls. They can get me anywhere they want, and all
And
they
I'm
have to do is
literally
call
around the
me.
corner.
And all they got to do is call me, and I'm, yep, right here,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll
I'm
go
right
straight
around
to
the
my
corner.
lawyer.
Yep.
So there's no dodging there.
Yeah. It's really strange. They are serving people at different times. There's 10 people and they're serving. They like first they did MLS and Bruce, the two lawyers in the group. Then they went for Marla. Then they went for John and Michelle.
Mm-hmm. I know
So
the logic behind this.
people that have been served.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe they have a correct address for Super Dave, and I don't believe they have an address at all for Ray.
They don't even have a correct name for Ray, do they?
Yeah, I don't think so. They don't have a correct name for me.
Well, they do. They just ignore it.
Well, they know it. I mean, I basically said it. You know, I mean, so whatever. They're foolish. So that's another thing that I'm going to attack them with, just letting them know, because they know it and they're still doing it anyway. But there's a whole different ballgame going on right now. So, you know, if we get served, we get served, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
But nobody's dodging nothing.
I can't wait for some depots to happen.
When you know, this is okay. Being served prior to that was being served for a deposition. All right, and when you don't serve someone properly, it's as if that service doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. That's just it. It doesn't exist. So you don't have to answer it. You don't have to do nothing. Okay. This new lawsuit is being served as a defendant. That's different. That's absolutely different. So I heard it was all in their strategy. Well, they could be strategic all they want.
Yep.
They're foolish for going after 10 people with something was clearly an anti-slap case. And, you know, I hope, I would love to see Shockey go after 10 different lawyers. I'm not blowing a fuse. Am I blowing a fuse? Trust me, you guys will know if I'm blowing a fuse.
I've actually seen Lisa mad. This isn't mad.
I think people have actually heard me. That one time where I actually literally stopped because I'm like, all right, I need to stop because I think everybody heard me go from one level to another all the way up.
And Zim's was not a deposition serving. This was Zim being served for.
No, this is Zim being served.
Zim's depot.
Yeah, his depot.
Oh, so he actually wasn't served correctly either if they left it on a desk.
Well, after 8 times, yes, it's considered service. He was dodging it, and because he was dodging it, it's considered a service. The process server even said so when he left it there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you leave it on the mayor's desk, and you know the mayor's going to get it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, hi, Andrea. The other thing is apparently Shaka don't like to pay his bills, which is weird considering he's making so much money off of Germ. So
what do you mean he's not paying his bills?
He's not paying his bills. Apparently he's got outstanding bills with the server, with the process server. I don't know. It's just something that
I wouldn't be serving no more papers for him.
Here she is, the one and only Kendra.
America.
Hello.
Hello. What you doing?
Is that Kendra?
Yeah.
No,
Kendra.
it's not me.
All right.
It's Miss America.
You know what? I
Listen,
don't
listen.
even hear from
Hey,
it.
zip it.
Such a slave driver.
Listen, I'll give you a 30-minute break, and that's it.
Fine.
Oh my God.
30 minutes, and then it's back to work.
Robbie?
Fine.
Wow.
God.
This is, God, always trying to take a break.
I know.
She
My
needs
toes
one.
get
You
tired.
run her ragged.
Oh, my goodness, Kendra.
Oh, gosh.
God, he thinks he's like a Gestapo.
He is.
How you
Gosh.
doing?
Hey,
Oh, my-
everybody. Hello. Jennifer? Nope. Not you. Nope. She's always trying to get in there
It's
and
not
say
a
hi to
rat.
me.
That is a purple-haired rat.
It's a mole.
That's not a mole. That is a rat.
It's a mole.
No, it's not. That is a mouse rat creature.
It is a mole.
oh,
It's not a mole.
Robbie,
Long,
she
thick,
give
wavy,
you some
purple-haired
videos.
female
Like,
mole
stop
creature.
it.
That is not a mole.
Kendra, they go off on this whole OF page thing with you, and I have to tell them to shut up all the time. And it's like a thing. They all want me to tell them to shut up. I even have like
Kendra, and I have
They
to
like
tell
it.
her to quit telling her that because this is how Kendra makes income.
It's their kink
Okay.
to be told to shut up.
See, and that's the thing, is if they want to be told to shut up, then they need to tip you money before you give in and tell them to shut up.
See?
Ignore them.
She knows
Ignore
how it rolls. She knows how to do it. Let's just.
So you're telling me if they want me to say shut up, they have to send me super chats?
Everybody needs to get in their
Kendra.
place.
a minimum
Kendra.
of like $5-10.
Oh
Kendra,
my
make
God.
sure-
Basically, any
That's
comments about Kendra's OF will be deleted unless they are accompanied by a $5 to $10 super chat.
Oh my God, stop it. Stop it.
I'm just saying that's the
Oh, please,
You want
that is not
domination.
happening.
You want domination? We will give you domination.
Listen, you have to learn how to play the game.
Oh,
If you want to maintain the control, you have to learn how to play the game.
the Facebook group's going to go crazy over this.
Oh my God. That's not happening.
Kendra,
I'm on here for
Kendra.
30 seconds and mayhem breaks out.
No,
Kendra,
right?
while you're on here, Kendra, make sure you're charging batteries.
And this is my breadstick grip, Vanessa.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. The shut up grift.
Tip
Oh,
well,
my
and you'll
God.
get a spanking.
Oh my Lord.
Jesus Christ.
A spanky,
What the hell
spanky.
happened? Well, I
I'm
knew
going
this
back to
would happen,
watching my
actually.
birds.
Raw
This
dog,
is
go to bed.
What? Raw dog go to
Go to
bed?
bed. See, he's giving out directives to everybody.
I know. What the hell's happening? Robbie's like a control freak right now.
He's just a bossy bish.
Wait, who's supposed to be going to bed?
Raw dog.
Oh, well, see, since technically, apparently, he has adopted my child as his brother and then asked me if that makes me his mother, then that
Ew.
gives me the authority to say, go to bed.
That makes me as no, that does not work for me.
Oh my God, you guys.
That
are
does
like-
not work for me, not by any stretch of the imagination.
You know what? I must say, I knew earlier that this was going to be some kind of funky type of show tonight because Tori was talking about tip and head earlier, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what? She's already on a roll."
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
What
you
did
heard me.
say?
Yeah, you heard me.
We were talking about the tip of
Tori?
the tail and the kitty's head.
So, tip and tail. Or,
Tip and head. Yes.
Tip and head. Yes.
hold on. Shit!
I'm making a leather cat.
Tip and no.
You're making a leather pussy?
I knew.
Yes.
Tip and head.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God! For one shut up token. Oh my God! And I did stop it.
Nine kids. You rock.
Ooh. Kathy
And how
Apple's
much of a tip
comment-
do y'all need for that spanking? I like spankings. Wait a minute, it's not after midnight. Chill.
It's after
Bud
midnight
Light.
somewhere.
I'm gone. I can't afford to pay to get told to shut up.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's after midnight somewhere.
This setup's great.
This
In
shut
the
up is on me.
In the UK, it is absolutely after midnight.
That would be true. That
Oh
would be
no, it is not yours, Marcia.
And
true. Wait, what? What
Oh
happened?
my God.
Marcia said what?
It's her pussy.
What?
Oh my God.
She
I
did
want
not.
Do I need to turn my camera on?
Marcia did not say that. Hold on, I'm
Mom.
scrolling. I'm
She did
scrolling.
too.
Wait a minute. I'm scrolling. No way Marcia said that. Easy, Kendra. It's my.
See?
I'm
Those
flying.
words did not come out of my mom's mouth.
She did.
They
She
sure
did. I
did.
swear it's right there. It's there. Go look. Oh my
Easy,
God.
Kendra, it's my yes,
oh my
she did.
God, Mom.
Do I need to turn on the camera now so people know what we're talking about?
Oh my God. She
Oh,
did.
sure. Let's show off the pussy.
Oh my
Hey!
God. What is
Wait a
happening?
minute. Shh. That belongs on the
What is
OF page.
happening?
Not here.
Oh my God. What the hell is going on right now?
Make me big, Lisa. That's what.
Oh my God.
That's
She
what
wants
he
to show off her
said.
big pussy she's been making.
I can't even. Wait a minute. Where
The
are
only
you?
way
Make-
is to
Can't
make her
find out
big.
where to do that. This is his body. This is her body. She doesn't have a head yet. And we were talking about the tip of the tail and
Right.
and what her head will look like when I get it all put together.
Well, I'm glad you explained that. John Cook sent message. Hold on.
It looks like a very smooth pussy.
It is. It's nice and
Oh my
soft.
God. Oh
It
my
makes people
God.
just want to pet it.
Yes.
Oh my
They will
goodness.
be petting this one.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
And we can make them in any color.
Guess who's back?
And we can make them
Back again.
soft or rough
For those of you that like it rough,
or shiny.
Again.
we leave no one out in this group.
I can't even click on my freaking app.
It can also be oiled. That's what
Oh,
you chose.
oil.
Yes, you can get an oil tanned one. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. So there's
So that way
variety.
your pussy's a little wet.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Smooth
not
and wet.
This
The
one
best way to
specifically has
be.
a name. Her name is Miss Norris. I'm waiting for the stuff to come in so I can make her eyeballs.
Now I'm really wondering if that OF page
Miss
exists.
Norris? Why? That's the name of the gray cat.
I couldn't even. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm literally having a visual of Lily and Kendra in the same room.
What?
That just like, scared the crap out of me.
What?
I would not be able to sit in the same room with Kendra and Lily. There's no way.
We make you cringe too much.
Just the conversation that, yeah, Kendra would be all into that. I got questions.
And there would be good questions.
Yeah, that I must say, she always has good questions.
And typically I have good answers.
Yeah. So it would be a great conversation.
Oh man, if we really, really wanted to do like an adult night here, we could really pull it off.
And this
sure.
would be for educational purposes only.
Right.
Oh,
People need
boy,
to
we
learn
can't
and be educated. They need to do their research. We're always
Consent
promoting
matters.
that. Higher
Oh.
levels of education are important.
As we discovered,
I am
From
well
every
educated.
news
Thank you very much.
article.
Of course you are.
Of course you are.
in certain scenarios.
Oh my goodness. This is not happening. Lisa, don't be such a prude.
Will make you blush.
Kendra calls me prude all the time. Lily would probably call me prude too after that. Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
I would call you sheltered. There's a difference.
Kendra's lost it.
Lily, it's not sheltered. It's prude.
Actually, hold on. Here's the thing. No. Hold on.
No,
okay,
you don't want to hear about
see that Kendra doesn't want to hear.
generosity.
I got a little kink in me too. Okay, but the thing is I leave mine behind that bedroom door. Okay, I don't talk about.
Okay, that
Gabe
makes you
should
a
walk
prude.
in right now in this conversation.
Okay, that absolutely makes you a prude.
Yeah, no, I don't need
Yes,
to talk about it.
that makes you
I
a
don't need
prude.
to talk
That makes
about
you
it.
prudish.
I don't need to
All right,
talk-
Miss Prude.
Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with prude.
So
Ugh.
This is what we were talking about when we were talking about the
Martha's pussy. Yeah.
tip of the
The
tail
tip
and
and the
her
head of the wet oiled pussy. We got it.
Oh, no, this one's the soft.
The snoot.
The soft.
Christine wants to know why the hell she just heard a goat.
Kendra, put the goat back in the room.
Oh my God. I can't. We are
Kendra,
not going there.
Okay, you can take me off of there now.
She's done showing off her big puss that she made for Marcia.
What kind of oil do you use when you want to pet the kitty?
Well, no, you'd have to use a specific leather to have it oiled, and then I could tell you what kind of oil to get for that specific leather that I made it out of.
Todd, they're great people, great friends.
What?
My side hurts. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Yeah.
But
Good
go-to would
Lord.
be Hubert's.
Genji missed Robbie talking about his tattoos the other day. Oh, God.
It's non-toxic. Can be used as lube.
Oh my God. In case you're that leathery down there.
Oh, hold on, Kenji. You missed the whole pee pads with chaps and everything. Okay, so we made Peb's pee. Okay, so we were talking about needing pee pads, and then dude, I think it was dude, said something about, can you put these pads on chaps? Right?
Can you fix it where I can use my pee pads on chaps?
On chaps, and Tori just
Hello,
turned around
William.
because she's a leather chick, because I could do that, like so innocently out of nowhere, and I lost my shit because she could do it.
She can do anything with leather.
They can make a pee pad holder.
Yeah.
If that's what you really want to spend money on.
I swear she was looking for a pattern. No, she might already have one. I don't know.
Well, those of us who are not prude know where to find them.
Okay. All right, Kendra. Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Read Stray's comment. Look, I'm the prude. Okay, I'm the one that saved all their butts. Hold on. Stray, where's Stray's? Haha. Hold on. What else?
I'm sure.
Where's Ray? Oh no! Wait, Ray's here. Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Ray? Ray? Are you still here?
He's here and he's still fine.
Okay.
So he says, sorry, Ray.
Ray.
You know what? Ray is old enough to have heard some of this before.
Oh, I know, but I mean, I don't know.
Ray served
It's
in the
almost like sitting
military.
here-
He's heard it all.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, if I was sitting outside, my father walked into the room.
He's praying for our
I was
souls.
like, all right, next change the topic.
Ray is praying for our souls,
Right?
according to Jan. He's laughing.
Well, Ray was telling okay, Ray said penis 3 times the other day. I mentioned this
And he
last
said
night.
sex.
Yeah, he actually said sex can make you feel good. He did.
Well, is he wrong?
No, he's not. But he doesn't
Okay,
talk
then.
like that. So, when he says stuff like that, it's like,
Yes, we
I
can
think
make
like
clip
Mark
on
was talking
Rufus.
about her pussy.
Yes,
that
we
was,
Oh,
we
that
can.
was a
I
shock.
can. Mhm.
Lisa
We can
swings from
absolutely
the
make clip on
chandelier.
Rufus.
Oh my god! Can you imagine swinging? Never mind.
If you have virgin ears, you might want to find some cotton balls.
oh, Kendra, you missed what I did to my buddy the other day.
Really, Faith? Lisa really needs to read Stray's. I thought I did. Hold on.
And I was just talking you up when I was watching this live earlier today. And somebody came up and they were talking about going on their walk and they ran into a gator and they were in Florida. And I was like, oh. And so we started having this conversation about gators. And
Uh-huh.
the person hosting it was like, wow, Kendra, you are the last person I expected to be conducting a conversation about gators. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? I'm like, but it's not my fault. It's my friend Robbie's fault. And so then I explained, get swamped and everything. And there's a bunch of people in there that were very interested. So they're going to go check out your YouTube.
Cool.
Ken just put in the swamp.
Kendra, Michelle, and I had to go down south to a friend's wedding,
Oh
and
God.
so they booked us a hotel room because we had to. They got married on a Thursday because they wanted to get married the same day as their parents' anniversary,
Uh-huh.
and so it fell on a Thursday, so they got married on a Thursday. And so Michelle and I left Thursday morning, got there for the wedding and everything, and we're at the wedding. They got us a hotel room that night, and we left Friday morning to come back up home. So I call my buddy and I go, "Hey,
Christine,
dude,
that's funny.
you got to do me a favor." And he's like, "What? What's wrong?" And I go, "Well, you booked the hotel room. It's under your name, not my name. And we left part of our sex swing there. Can you call them and have them mail it to us?"
Oh, no.
And he's like, "You what?" And I go, "Dude, it was just the stirrups for your legs." And he's like, "Oh my God, you did
Sorry,
not."
Andrea.
And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, can you call him?" And he's like, "I am not gonna call." I'm like, "Dude, relax. I'm just messing with you."
Oh, my
He's like, "You're
God.
such an ass. I so believed you." And just so you know, I wasn't gonna call for him.
Oh, my God.
It was hilarious.
And I got the comment. So Andrew says, "Well, this has been an amazing first interaction with you guys." Oh, well, I appreciate all of you amazing people. To the newbies, sorry.
Yeah,
It
we're
isn't
usually not
always
like
this. Oh, awesome, Andrea. Oh, yeah. It does get like this. It's usually a little bit later in the evening, and when all these guys are on. So, but
Welcome,
sometimes
Andrea.
we talk a lot about lots of peens and stuff, and Kendra's the JJ queen. So, and see, now I could be scaring people away. We're talking about resin products that we make and stuff like that, and we joke about it all the time. So, yeah.
I'm just a lesbian stuck in a man's body.
Right.
Oh my God. Swat, oh my God, I'm going to pee my pants. You want to pee pad? Tori's selling leather pee pads. You can attach them to your straps.
Oh, God.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Is leather that
Did I just say
absorbent?
strap? I said
No,
strap.
no. You don't pee on leather. It will absorb it. Yes, it will. And then it'll
You
dry.
need a strap-on pee
And then
pad.
every time you sweat, it will smell like old pee.
It's so good to
Wow.
hear Kendra and everyone laughing and well not hearing about what the heck. Kendra Lisa's been working so hard. Thank you.
Chris,
Thank you.
we will tell them all about the calendar when we release it.
Oh my gosh. Kendra's calendar. Is this going to be her feet or what?
No, this
You
is
have
Chris's
to buy
calendar.
the calendar.
This is
You
Chris's
can't wet your
calendar
whiskers.
we're doing.
Lisa, what's the difference between a genealogist and a gynecologist? One looks up the family tree and the other looks up the family bush. Oh my gosh. Raw Dog's getting
guys are
pre-orders.
You guys are bad.
I know,
Bad.
they're so fresh.
We will put
Naughty.
up all the information where to get them, Raw Dog. So we're not doing pre-orders yet.
Hold on,
Naughty.
Mrs. Tom wants to know, what does old pee smell like?
Well, and Sandra says, do you know that from a personal experience, Tori?
Someone gave me a pair of leather pants and said, "Can you make them smell right?"
Okay.
Oh,
It was
Okay.
summertime. I opened the bag, handed them back, and said, "What the hell?" And he said, "The guy who used to own them used to just stand there and pee in them." I said, "Okay, go home,
Ew.
go buy some all clear and clean and clear." So the clear, no scent, no dyes in it and everything like this. Put them in your washing machine and wash them on cold water.
Oh my God.
If
That's
they still smell, wash
Throw
them
them out.
again.
Oh, okay, Andrea.
And wash them till they quit smelling.
Guapo.
Guapo,
Guapo,
what is
guapo.
I wouldn't
happening?
touch them. I wouldn't touch them.
You didn't? Well,
No,
you just
because the odor was so freaking bad.
The odor was so bad, I would not even take the commission to clean them. The guy was going to pay me
Helen said,
$200,
young
somewhere
kids,
between
you know what OB
$200.
smells like.
Nobody needs to be smelling that smell.
Yeah, so he was going to pay me like $100, $200 to make them right. And nope, not happening.
Nope, pitch them, somebody else pees in them. Yeah, right.
Go down any of the back alleys in New Orleans, you'll know what old pee smells like.
Yeah.
Which the very smooth pussy she just made does not have any negative odor.
No, it does not.
Oh my God, I was going to say something.
Mike.
When you rub your hand on it, your hand will still be fresh.
Yes.
So you can pet that
I
pussy
still
freely.
can't get over Marsha saying pussy.
Well, it's her cat.
She can talk about all she wants, I guess, huh?
Yep.
I was like, no way. Yeah, Andrew, I got your email. That's because it's shaped. Huh? What? Guapo doesn't realize what he just walked in on.
I know, right?
19 says she's never going to live that down. That just like shocked me. Like Marsha said, no, she did not.
I saw it go right by too.
There
I was like,
she
well,
is.
where do you think I got it from?
She's smiling. Did not the Hells Angels used to do to the members? Oh, is it okay to use Murphy's soap on leather?
No, do not use
Murphy's. No.
That's for wood. That's the other part.
Dear Lord, I am going to have a base leather care class online.
And no, it's not, Andrew. It was cool. No, I just didn't get a chance to respond yet. It was cool, very cool. Thank you. Meow teaser. Read my message, Kendra. I think Terry said he sent you email. Lisa, you want to hear our Marsha and Tori Jones Leatherworks? She's hilarious. Oh, I know. I've heard
right,
Marsha,
Terry.
but I've never heard her actually talk about her pussy. So
it's
that was
not mine.
quite well. No. It wasn't your pussy that she was talking about. It was her pussy that she was talking about. So I was just quite shocked that in here, because we didn't see the pussy, she's talking about her pussy. I was like, excuse me, what? No, she did not say that. Even Robbie was shocked.
I know.
Okay?
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
You're all sequestering Marsha and her thoughts over there. Jeez.
Everybody thinks Marsha is a sweet, innocent little old lady, and she is not.
I guess we assumed Marsha was prude, so she wouldn't do such a thing.
Oh, hell no.
Marsha is a very exciting lady.
Apparently.
We all love Marsha.
You're growing on her. You really are. Total pass, Mike. Oh, gross. I don't even know what you're talking about with that. If this were a drinking game, we're in trouble. Actually, not me. I don't drink.
Yeah, Hannah brings up a good point. You really should do a tutorial on leather cleaning.
That would be cool, yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
It's after 12, Terry says. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm dead. Marsha is awesome because she's not a prude and will say things you wouldn't expect someone her age to. I don't think she's that old either. Stop making her sound old. Stop it. Stop it. She doesn't sound. She definitely doesn't sound her age. I can say that. She has a young voice. Chris, I got July covered in another fill-in. What are you guys talking about?
She also has a young mind.
Yes. I recommend everyone join Tori Jones Leatherwork. It's an awesome, somewhat zen channel.
Somewhat.
She
Yeah.
tries to stay zen. And a young spirit, yep. She's 2 years older than my mom, and my mother is a prude. See what you guys done? Just because I don't talk about that stuff, now everybody thinks I'm a prude.
You are.
No, I'm not. Compared to you, probably.
Compared to my mom, you are.
Shut up, Kendra. Kizzy Kendra got to shut up. That's not true.
Ah,
That's not true.
but it is.
It's true.
No, it's not.
It's true.
I'm going to bring Gabe out here and make him talk some. Never mind.
Gabe's
See,
gonna walk out
rude.
here and be like, "Oh
Yeah.
hell no! What are you all talking
Uh-huh.
about?"
Yeah, if I sit here and say I'm blessed, he just like he gets up and walks away.
He's my shopping buddy.
Yeah,
I
oh, I
love my
know.
buddy.
Oh boy, I don't think I think those days were over, Kendra.
I make him spin, spin, spin.
Do you know that I went to clean out the truck and I had to? Oh, I was looking for something, so I was looking under the seat and there was this box, and I pulled. This is like I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, and I pull out this box and it's a box of Versace perfume. I said, "Excuse me, hold please. Wait a minute." And I went right inside. I go, "What's this?" He goes, oh, that might have fallen out of the bag." I'm like, "That thing came with 2 bottles of perfume." He's like, "Yeah." So I'm like,
Are you
go
kidding?
Kendra. Yeah, I was like, "Go Kendra, go Kendra."
I thought you had them both.
No, I only had one. I had the bag and then the one bottle.
He only gave her one bottle.
Yeah,
Oh
I had
my
no idea there were
gosh.
two. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah, we
thinking.
went big time.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely did. I was like, "Go Kendra, go Kendra." Now, will that ever happen again? Probably not. But it was
Oh, I
cool.
will make it. I will make it be so.
Good evening, Big C. Did you wavell the same line as I did behind Town Hall? They do what they want on their property. It's just a bass with the hell page. Oh, okay. Um, I don't know which page you're talking about, sir. The same line as I did. Who's their property? I don't even know what you're talking about. Chris, I'm still looking for a furry one so you can match root beer. So, Kendra, what happened with the earthquake today?
Yeah, so I was home alone at the time,
Mhm.
and I was lying on my
Take
bed, and there was like somebody walked around the corner of the bed and like bumped it. It's kind of
Uh-huh.
how it felt. And
Uh-huh.
I kind of jump up and look like I know I'm here alone. Normally I would just ignore that because Gary's such a galoot. He bumps into stuff all the time. But I'm like, the rabbits are quiet in their hutch. Nobody's here. I look up immediately at the ceiling fan and I'm thinking earthquake. And this my go to is the ceiling fan because the beads that hang from it are
Uh-huh.
swaying.
Right.
And like it was like the bump with like noise of like the little things that fall down and stuff along the way. And so you just sort of hear it all at once. And then that was it. It was like just this jolt and then it was over. And so immediately, what we do here in California is you immediately go online and you start looking up, was that just an earthquake? Where was the earthquake? Da, 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 da. And we all
Right.
have to obsess about it and talk about it like we've never been in one before. And it's unfortunately, it was in the same location as it was 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And um, they aren't big earthquakes, but I happen to live right on top of them.
Right.
So they feel pretty big. Otherwise, they're like nothing to really even talk about at 4.0s and 3.0s. But yeah, last time I haven't looked into it about today's because last time I live in between two that are ready to blow, as they say, and they're gonna
Sample.
be not really great if they move too much. They're both overdue, and this one that is currently moving that I'm feeling is the connector between the two. And this, for the first time in all these years of living in California, they've actually said, we think these are foreshocks for the big one coming off of one of these two faults. Now, in all the prior years, we as citizens here would say, oh, it's foreshocks. We would say all this stuff. There's earthquake weather, and they poo poo all of us with these things, saying, no, 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 there's no scientific evidence to that, blah, blah, blah. And we all just go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, they actually came out and said, no, we believe they are foreshocks this time. Like, oh, that exists suddenly now? Really?
Yeah,
Now it
right.
does after all this time? So
I told Kendra to move.
they were like, they really kind of came out like our phones beep and we get messages now. It's been all over the news for a while of really like get your things in order, your batteries, your water, get extra pet food, all the things, keep your
Get on
gas
a
tanks
plane.
full. And they're like really preparing us. So now after this one today, I was like, oh shit, okay, we're being serious. Like, oh God. So I mean, we have our spare water here. We have all of our stuff, as prepared as we can be. I mean,
But you were telling me that, they used to tell you to go in a doorway or something, but now they're telling you
right.
to
So
get
it used to be like duck and cover, like go under a table or a desk if you're near one of those, or stand in
Mhm.
the doorway. It was always stand in the doorway. About 10 years ago or so, they stopped saying it. And I'm like, why don't they say that anymore? And now they're just
Thank you,
like, as
Kyle.
soon as it's safe and you're able, get out of your house. If you can exit your home quickly, do that because the doorways are no longer considered safe. They used to be considered as some extra support structure. I guess not anymore. I don't know why that changed. But um, like,
Peculiar says
great.
it's
They also don't want you
Hawaii.
running around your house during one because of things falling, tripping, hurting yourself for no reason, breaking a leg or something like that. But at the same time, you're like, yeah, basically telling
Dude,
me my roof can crumble. I'm getting the fuck out.
right? She needs to get on a plane and
But
head
we
east.
had one, I was in the garage actually. This was a couple months back. We've had a bunch recently. And I ran. And like when you have that adrenaline, because I know the garage is not a safe place for me to be, but everything will fall. I can't even be in the garage now. It's another whole story. It's too full. But I ran so fast and I flew up the stairs to like grab because it was still going and to grab the rabbits to run outside. And I was floored at how fast I ran through my house. So when your adrenaline's going and you have to, you can do these things, I suppose. But again, I was home alone for that one.
Mymar had a
Wow.
7.7. Wow.
Yeah, that one was really big. There was a whole building. It was under construction. So nobody was in it, but it completely crumbled right down from the
I
top
can't
down.
see who said it, but someone had mentioned that I think it might have been Peculiar, but they said that they were saying that this is because an Alaskan volcano is about ready to erupt, and that's why they're getting all this seismic activity.
I don't know, if that's related or true or not. I don't know that it has anything to do with my particular fault because we're so far from that.
Uh-huh.
But
I think
um,
I'm not sure if it
there
was
is a
Peculiar or not.
volcano about ready to blow up there, and if it does, we're warned about that. The ash debris field will be enormous.
Well, if Mount St. Helens goes, you guys will get ash and debris field.
Yeah, that's another one, which, she smokes occasionally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that I've been there to visit a couple times. And being that that happened back in what, 1980, 82,
Yeah.
80,
Somewhere
the,
around there.
yeah, I mean, it starts once
Kevin,
you
what's
hit a
going
certain
on?
point, it is eerie because all those trees are left laying down that were just blown out. And you
Yeah.
drive miles of just this flattened, leveled ground of trees, and it's spooky.
Yeah. It's called the Ring of Fire. Yeah.
Kevin, you okay?
And everybody worries about, our very long fault that goes from the top to the bottom, closer to the water's edge, but I don't worry about that one as much because I live far enough from it.
Flutter's like, doesn't the fault line areas produce amethyst?
I think she
Now
should
that would
just
be
send all
Okay,
her
something.
just
rocks to
making sure,
Georgia so
Kevin.
they're safe.
I'm in Colorado, and we have Ash here from St. Helens.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Mount
and I have a
Spur in
promise
Alaska.
to
Oh,
always
was it
text
Stickley?
Lisa of any
Sorry.
earthquake movement, no matter how big or small. I always text Lisa.
Uh-huh.
So I do.
So she can give me a
But
heart attack?
and one of these days, and where's some wood? I got to knock on wood. It's going to
Yeah,
be a big one, and I'm not going to know the difference since I sit right on top of them.
yeah. And I'm gonna be like, what's that movie with The Rock in it? And oh my God, what was that movie? He's running to find his daughter, and they can't find her.
I
Oh my God, I
forget.
forget what movie it is. Anyway, I'm
Earthquake.
thinking of, I'm gonna be like, because first of all, if something really bad happens, and she's surrounded by rubble and stuff like that, and that's gonna happen to a bunch of other people. How on earth am I gonna find her, get her, and get her out of there? Me. I mean, I know I can make
Yeah, they've
all
warned
things
us
happen, but
about
I'm not going to be able to go grab a helicopter and just go take it and go fly over there and find Kendra looking down at the ground and pull her up. It's not going to happen.
Kendra, what's the fault line that runs from there to LA?
San
San
Andreas.
Andreas?
San Andreas fault line, yeah.
Doesn't that go like all the way to Canada?
No, but
No,
It
it's
stops? I
nearly
thought
to
it
the
went all the way up.
no.
no, not that one. It's almost the entirety of the very edge of California, almost all the way down to Mexico.
Right. I know
And
it
the
goes down
southern
to San
part,
Diego.
yeah, the southern part's been more active in recent time.
Bless you.
How it
But
ends with that exact scenario.
to go along with that, they after the
Oh, it
Palisades
changes now.
fire,
So it
the
branches off.
what do you call it? The fire people, they gave us our new maps of who lives in areas that are more fire prone. And
Lisa, Sandra, you're
I've
funny.
always been out of that. And I got the map and I looked at it and went, wait a minute. We've moved in closer here. What are we doing? But we've been not where it's ever been burned because it's the suburbs. Those don't burn down. Well, no, apparently they do now. So we're pretty close to that, which is unnerving. But
I remember when we lived in LA, when the big earthquake was in San Francisco,
in
and
89.
yeah, and oh my God, that shook our house in
Yeah.
LA. That was
Yeah.
scary.
I haven't been in an earthquake. When Kendra, remember when me and Brady went up to your house for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
When we went back down to LA, when I got back, I had this humongous picture. Was it like 18 by 24? It was bigger than that. It was a huge lion. It was just of a lion's head. And it was on the wall. And we came back, it was on the ground. And someone said we had an earthquake. So I never felt that. And the only thing I ever felt was the Northridge earthquake, the aftershocks. Because I flew in to go to NAM.
We had like 10 aftershocks after that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
flew in to go to
aftershocks
NAM.
are more unnerving because you just went through the big one and you're like, oh God, here we go again. And so you're just
Yep.
amped up.
Well, you know
The one
that
that-
you know how it
The
feels
one that
like
hit
going
San
home?
Francisco was weird because there was actually like highways that collapsed and everything.
Yeah.
And in LA, I was walking down. I had my own stairway that went up on my side of the house to the kitchen, and I was walking down it, and I just remember bouncing off a wall like I was drunk. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
I
That's
got
what
to the bottom
happens.
of the stairs, and it
Yeah.
was done. And I'm
I
like,
flew in after the earthquake. Like the main earthquake was like the day before NAM or something. So I flew in the next day, and they were, the aftershocks. And I'm at the rent-a-car place, and you know how sometimes like they have counters there that move. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're not like sturdy. So I'm sitting there and I leaned on the counter and it moved and I'm like, oh, sorry. And the next thing you know, my feet start rolling underneath me as if I'm on like a skateboard or something. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like, I didn't even realize because I didn't even think I'm anywhere near Northridge. You know what I mean? So I was like, hold up, what's happening?
Yeah.
And
It's
it
amazing
was
how
the
much you can feel not even being close to epicenters sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. And I'll tell you what, if you've never been in one, to actually be standing on the ground and feel like you are not on solid ground is very trippy.
Yeah, if you
And
ever
be
go
sober.
to
I feel that
San
way.
Francisco, the California Science Academy has an exhibit where you can stand on this platform and they recreate both of the big earthquakes of San Francisco, the
Uh-huh.
89 and the 1905 one, whatever it is.
Mhm.
And so the boys were 9, 10, and we took them. And so we get on and we do it. And it's like a staged little room. So everything falls down and stuff,
Right.
dishes fall and the whole thing. And they look up at me and they give you bars to hold on to. So I'm like, okay, I'm just standing there. They're holding on. They look up at me like, you lived through this?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah. But the time length between that one and the one earlier, I was shocked when
Good
they
night,
said,
Hal.
okay, now we're going to go for that one. I'm like,
Right.
oh my God, it went on and on and
Good night,
on.
Hal.
And it's like a minute to 40 seconds, whatever, but you're just like, this is unreal.
Yeah,
So,
Freddie said he saw his refrigerator like jump across the whole room. Like I said, like
right.
hop
Cause
across
you'll
the
see what happens is stuff it bounces
yeah.
like, caged aquariums will get cracks in them all the time and stuff like that. And because things bounce and get
Zim.
off kilter. But, yeah, it's the 1989 one. I was home. I was supposed to be home
I
alone.
remember
My
that, but I
mom
wasn't there.
got off of work early she says it was her mother who made it happen. So she was there with me when it happened because my mom was working a job at the time and she worked over the bridge and she never would have been able to make it home to me that night. And I was just 14 at the time. So she was just beyond. She knew that her mother made this happen. She was home early that day and she was taking a nap on the couch. I was on the floor. I was watching TV and the baseball game was on. And then all of a sudden we started rocking. And like we jumped up and went to the doorway, which is what we were supposed to do, and like held on to each other as we watched the china cabinet fall forward and then it slammed back against the wall, put this giant divots in the wall, everything inside it comes crashing down. You hear stuff upstairs falling and breaking and you are just shaking, and then it will slow down a little bit and then it'll go again, like start all over, like boom 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 boom, and you're just like, oh, and you start to panic like it's never going to stop.
Right. That's
It was
Ray,
crazy.
I don't think there's any states in the U.S. with no natural disasters.
No, there's hurricanes, earthquakes,
Tornadoes,
tornadoes,
blizzards,
and blizzards and fires in
and
all the
fires. Yeah,
states.
right.
Kendra needs to jump on a plane and come east. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, New Jersey's been getting a lot of earthquakes lately.
Really?
And I'm like, Jersey? Yeah, I followed this gal online and like she was talking about it and she's like, you know what? My husband and I had a choice of where to live and they were in Florida, they went to Maine, they went to Colorado. He's a chef and so he had a lot of different things going on and ended up in Jersey and he commutes into Manhattan. And so that's where they had a child in, that's where they've been now for a while. And she's like, we picked this place to not have this happen. What the hell?
Montana and Wyoming have blizzards and fires.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think there's any state that really doesn't have anything. I was in Vegas. It was a beautiful day. Next thing I know, 20 minutes later, it was a monsoon. Like, it was really weird.
Yeah, and that happens in Hawaii too.
Yeah. But I don't think there's anything.
I think the only place that doesn't really get
I'd
any
rather be in a hurricane, though, than a massive earthquake.
natural disasters is where Stratlover lives.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Didn't they have fires?
They're so rare there that it's crazy.
We had an earthquake back in the 70s here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and my dad was napping on the couch and he started yelling at me to stop kicking the couch, and it wasn't me that time. We had an earthquake once in New York, and I'm like, no, we didn't. I'm like, when? So like, I don't know, it was like 4 a.m. I'm like, no, we did not. And we did. It was like it was in the paper and everything. Back then it was like that's where you still read the paper. But yeah, I slept right through it. So I
Bernie
didn't know.
Boyd, how you doing, sir?
New York gets them all the time.
Okay.
You just never really feel them. You know? But Kendra needs to like come east.
Yeah, well,
Good night, Ernie. God bless
Good
and
night,
prayers.
Ernie. So
yeah, we've
Kendra,
had earthquakes lately. It's not fire season just yet. What else has happened? Or something else that happened. And we've had windstorms. I don't like those.
I don't like windstorms either.
No, I got these 100-year-old redwoods that I'm afraid are going to fall on my house.
It was funny. I remember the first time we went through Texas, and there was literally like those hay barrels, the bushes that go flying all over the place,
Oh, the tumbleweeds.
the tumbleweeds, and I couldn't believe it. They were real. I thought you only saw them on TV.
What do you
yeah.
think they were fake?
I just did not think that like I'm going to be driving through Texas and they were real. I just did not. I just thought it was
Hello,
like a
Fawn.
movie I'm driving through.
You know what we actually have been getting warnings of with the windstorms was tornado activity in certain areas up in Northern California.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We've been getting tornadoes in Florida the last month.
In Georgia, Tori said that they were having tornado warnings and stuff in Georgia the other night.
We did a couple weeks ago, Lisa.
Yesterday.
We did yesterday. We had a tornado hit in my county.
Really?
Yeah, like
it
the
was a
whole
small
state
one,
of
but it was
Yeah.
only a couple miles from here.
Wow.
a bunch of the southern states had a big warning. Like the whole state of Tennessee was under watch. It was like
We
a big
had
deal.
one in Sumter County about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It was in where the market is in that area.
Ouch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in Webster.
Wow. I didn't know that. I can't even talk. A tornado hit our town yesterday, missed us, but lost power for 8 hours. Wow.
The first time we started hearing about tornadoes was when we have the fires and it's bad wind usually. And
Right.
they turn into fire nados, which is, yeah, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, be glad you don't live down here. You get sharknadoes.
Robbie, don't turn her away from coming to Florida, please.
If you get this on the white,
I'm trying to get her to visit.
Yeah.
You know, Kendra.
Over there.
Kendra.
Lisa.
Kendra. You know what's coming, right? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Here we
no,
go.
what? Your birthday?
No. Yes. Oh, she knows. She knows. So it'd be super cool. It should be super, super, super cool if Kendra showed up. Well, I think I said this last year and the year before. But wouldn't
Ask
it be
Gabe.
cool if
He's the one who spends the money when we go shopping. You have to ask Gabe.
what?
Yes, you can go and stay at Lisa's house. Gabe will approve it.
Yeah, that's not even a question.
No, he has to buy the ticket. We're going to tell him.
Yeah, Mike.
Okay, hold up. Wait. If Gabe buys you a ticket,
He's going to go wake his ass up now.
wait a minute. If Gabe buys you a ticket to come here, will you get on the plane and come?
Maybe.
Depends on when.
No.
It depends on when. Like, we can't be that.
For my birthday.
I have
When's
to
your
be
birthday?
better. I can't travel until I'm better.
There is that.
So there is that. So aside from that, if I am, I can get on an airplane nonstop.
Oh, so that's her saying it's got to be a nonstop flight. Oh
That's easy.
man,
You fly right into Orlando.
I won't fly unless it's not nonstop. I
Oh,
don't
you'd be
like the same
surprised. From
flight.
California, for some reason, that's not a normal flight. It's a more,
San
you have
Francisco
to go to
to
Colorado, you got to go to Idaho, you got to make like 3 stops along the way.
you can do San Francisco to Orlando. I've done that.
Yeah, you can. It's this, those flights are not easy to get or cheap.
You get the red eye, and it's easy.
And
The red
nonstop. I was
eye.
waiting for the first class part to come out, Pender.
Yeah,
I'm not that bougie.
I am.
Kendra's used to flying. Kendra's always flown.
Yeah.
And we're just used to the nonstop flights to New York.
Right,
I just
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
I
5
have to
hours
have
one way, 6 the
nonstop
other.
Yeah.
and first class on Spirit Airlines.
Oh God, I'm not flying Spirit.
Spirit. I was gonna say Kendra ain't gonna fly Spirit.
I don't even think Spirit does nonstop to Florida.
No,
does what's it called? I know JetBlue does, but what about what's that other one? Southwest. Do they come to Florida?
Southwest,
American, United,
I know,
Delta.
but huh. So she's got to feel better first. So that's not even. Because I'll go tell Gabe, yo, you will go buy that ticket right now. See, but here's the question: Is it just Kendra, or is it Kendra, Gary, the boys?
Okay, Robbie,
Yo,
you have a package. I guess the last place it was listed was Leesburg, Florida.
That means it's on its way to him. Like it's literally
okay.
on its way.
Yeah, it's
It'll
supposed to be there in 2 days.
it'll probably be. Is it in Leesburg already?
It
If
was
it
in
is,
Leesburg. Well, according to this, it was in Leesburg January 22nd.
whoa, it's really taking a
Why?
vacation there.
I guess it had. I guess there's customs there.
In Leesburg?
is the package coming through customs?
Yes, it's the return package.
Oh,
Oh.
That's
I
weird.
don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Tori, just send me that info
Yeah, it's 5.5 hours.
from San Francisco to Orlando.
Yeah.
Yes, Ed.
So that's not bad, Kendra. I mean, it would be the same as going to New York as long as it was nonstop. Tell Kendra you can book a wheelchair with your ticket. Get first
There's no
class treatment.
bagels there.
No, well,
Which is weird.
we're close, but I can make you Zeppelis. And
I'm
they'll
gonna
taste
have it
they'll
text
taste
you
just like they're from New York.
information.
What?
I'm gonna have it text you updated information.
All right, is that from Ed?
Well, it's Ed's package, yes,
Kendra, are you near Chico?
but I can have UPS
No.
text you the information.
Okay.
It's not. It's a couple hours away.
They had hail there yesterday. Oh, today.
Yeah, we had rain here today and yesterday.
So, guys, I also okay. So, I guess we're not gonna get to this because it's getting a little late. But I definitely mentioned we're supposed to talk about the motion that Bruce filed today. It's just I want to go over it in detail. Maybe I'll go on like early tomorrow afternoon to read it because my eyes are in fact blurry. It's gonna take a minute for me to read it, but I do want to. I don't want to like go over it like I normally do and just go blah blah blah. So this means because it's a very important motion, and we know the other side is literally going to be sitting there like mocking it, making fun of it, the whole 9 yards. It's a very serious motion, and I just want to go over it right. So I'm going to not start that, but what I can tell you is that motion is the title of it is it's the motion to vacate consent to the magistrate under 28 USC 636 C4 and federal rule 73 B3 based on extraordinary circumstances including fear of arrest. So which Jeremy's already trying to mock. But it includes the motion. It includes videos of Jeremy stating over and over again about the magistrate having Bruce arrested if he shows up. So Anyway, so that's what it is. It's a motion to vacate consent for the magistrate. Because in the beginning of the case, I believe this happened like right after Bruce came on Pro Hot Vacate. You're asked if you would want, consent to use the magistrate, or you want to go through the judge, and they consented to use the magistrate, and he's filed this motion to vacate that consent.
Okay,
he basically wants the judge to see over this case because there's things
it's gotten ridiculous.
Yeah, it's gotten ridiculous.
Jeremy's stating that Bruce is going to be arrested and all that. That's ridiculous.
He's also stating he's friends with the judge, basically.
With the magistrate.
Yeah. And then he's got one of his minion channels literally saying they have somebody in the building and they're giving him, real-time information and stuff. Like, the judge is pissed off. And then next thing you know, the order that comes out, the judge is pissed off. So it's like, yeah. So Bruce is actually asking the court to vacate his consent to use the magistrate, which is a viable motion. I mean, that he can use based on extraordinary circumstances, and he pointed them all out. It's 22 pages. Okay, so it's serious.
When you have the plaintiff constantly saying the magistrate told me,
that's
from
ridiculous.
his own mouth he said.
From his own mouth he said, yeah. So
We're
I mean,
good friends.
Yeah. Oh, he joked about the magistrate like sending him to some game or something, or giving him some kind of
Buckeye stuff.
Yeah, but he took it back, of course, but he still said it. And then it's like you can't go online and tell millions of people these things that are not true, or are they true? That's just it. We don't know. Are they true or not? We weren't there.
It's illegal if it's true.
Right. But Jeremy lies about everything. I mean, we've caught him in so much. Kendra, you miss so much. Do you know that there have been, I'm just pointing this out, guys. Now there has been 4 protective orders that we know of against Jeremy from females. 3 of which he dated or married to.
Am I supposed to be surprised?
Pretend.
Right.
No, you can pretend though.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I have literally like screenshots of his advertisements on Craigslist when he was searching for married women to, have sex with and stuff and cheat on his wife.
Put the woo into, are you ready to come put the woo into Wooster?
Yeah, the woo into, wait. I got it. Wait. There's more. Hold on. For those of you who have not heard this, I will go over them again.
Kendra, this is a man you'd be running after him, throwing your clothes out the window. Listen to these pickup lines.
The woo and Wooster. Where is it?
Sorry, folks. I can't help but laugh.
Okay. This one is the actual. Okay, so these are the titles of his ads, which has his picture on it, by the way. And then I'm still not going to show it yet. But yeah, this one is who can put the woo in Wooster for me? And it says M4W. He's 34 and he's in Wooster, and that sure as shit is Jerm. So that was the one.
Ew.
This is the second one. The second one is a torso shot of him. And it says, needing a little excitement in your life, let's make it successful.
Oh, gross.
M4W, 36, Wooster. So he was doing that clearly for 2 years, or he was lying about his age, but there's a 2-year age difference there. And then this one, he's got a picture of himself with a lake behind him or something. And it said, now this actually includes the ad on the inside, right? It says, I've been good this year, but now all I want for Christmas is to be bad. M4W, Wooster. And it says, I've been good all year, and no, all I'm asking Santa for is to bring me someone to be bad with a smile. Someone that enjoys someone that enjoys going down on me as I would enjoy going down on them. Someone that is extremely passionate in the bedroom and just can't get enough of all 8+ inches of me. Someone that is clean, safe, and sane, but insatiable. Someone that wants to be an escape for me just as much as, whatever. So it ends right there because the screenshot was cut off. But yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Doesn't that make you just want to throw your clothes down and run to him?
That is so gross.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my
And you
gosh.
have to see the pictures though, because especially with the torso picture, I'm like, wow, he really thinks a whole hell of a lot of himself. I mean, this guy thinks he's actually really that attractive and the whole 9 yards. I'm like,
Who is
wow.
that appealing to?
I don't know,
I
but
don't know,
he
but
met these people.
how could you ever be that desperate where you have to do that?
Yeah.
The
This is
hookers?
while he was married.
I mean,
He used to go looking for women that were also married who wanted to like get away for some rendezvous fun and have the same type of, issue, that he would have if they got caught. He did it under a different name. And he got caught. And the way he got caught was whoever it was, one of them. Because apparently there's been a lot of girls. And the one who caught him was like in some kind of military or something. And I guess she knew that maybe that wasn't his name because whatever happened. She ended up doing facial recognition on him.
Oh,
okay.
Geez.
And then found out who he was and went to his wife.
Oh.
Hence the divorce. And also the firing from Skyview.
Kyle said, can you repeat that Christmas thing again? He wants that for his Christmas card.
I'll send it to you, Kyle.
That is so gross.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people coming out of the woodwork that, from back in the day. And they're telling the truth, and I've already talked to 3 people who've confirmed each other, I do want to talk to the ones that he was actually in full-on relationships with. So if you're out there, hit me up. Because the puzzle piece is just coming together. But the fact that he's had protection orders against all these women, including his ex-wife, and the non-emergency, the emergency one with a child with no contact with the children. So, and it was also confirmed about the psyche Val. So, and it just
Brian Smith.
Yeah, he learned the name Brian Smith. And when I told everybody that, they're like, "Oh, well, that's funny. Brian's his middle name." I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah, good catch, guys." So yeah, and this is all confirmation of stuff. So, and there's proof of it. So this isn't bullshit, and it's just really sad. I read the reports. He's definitely verbally abusive. I saw the reports online. But yeah, so all this back stuff's coming out. And it's like, why? Because we always think, well, why? How could everybody be so cool? How could you claim to be this Christian and then not? And you're acting like this. You're doing these things to hurt these people, and because he's also gone after the neighbors that he sold the house, that sold the property to him. Again, he went after them 2 years ago. Now he's back on them again. So a survey was done. It proves that their property is their property and not his. So he's lying to everybody about that. And so we're just constantly proving him to be a liar. And now the whole history of it, there's like a pattern that's there. So, I don't think he's going to be getting away with all the stuff that he's done in the past 4 or 5 years because he's got that pattern behind him too. So when people can look back and see the pattern behind him and then what he's done now, he's not going to get away with all of it. So figured I'd quickly fill you in. But yeah, it's pretty shocking. So there's a whole list of shit. It's crazy. So there's your fill on that. But yeah, so it's really important. And I want to also just make sure people know that when it comes to any of these court cases that you've seen go on or is happening, Michelle and John have mostly been the defendants, okay? With the Ohio case, with the federal case, it has not come to a point where Michelle and John had to answer or show their evidence yet. So this is why the judges have no idea what Jeremy's been up to yet. Okay? One attorney just literally dropped off their case in Ohio right now and left them kind of stranded, which, is questionable. Hope he has malpractice insurance. But So he was holding off this whole time, and right before, let me ask you this. You're waiting on whether your clients are going to be found guilty or innocent, but you're sitting on information and evidence that they're not. Do you wait until they give an answer whether they're guilty or innocent, or do you file something with the judge and say, "Excuse me, here's this. Whatever motion you can come up with, here's this," or do you just wait for them to find you guilty or innocent?
Right.
That's what he did. He said he was waiting for the answer of guilt or innocence. And then what did he do? The answer came and he took off. He didn't even file anything for them. So this guy, his name is Sean Martin, he really done them wrong. And because there's a pile of evidence showing that Jeremy lied, that he lied in his statement about how he's in fear of his life, the whole 9 yards. I'm literally sitting here holding a stack of paper and showing it to the camera, and you guys can't even see it. I'm idiot.
Quit shaking that paper at us.
I am. I'm holding it. I'm like, showing it. But yeah, so it's pretty intense. So I want everybody to remember.
He's going to be on one of these true crime documentaries.
I'm telling you, this is insane. But I just want everybody to remember the reason why the judge can be answering or saying certain things is because he really does not know the evidence that backs the defense up. Okay, because the opportunity hasn't been there yet. Okay, with the Ohio case, that opportunity was there. Their lawyer just didn't take it. Okay, so no judge except for the Thomases in Levy County, which Jeremy ironically got removed from the case, did he hear anything? And he believed Michelle's story. Michelle got that temporary restraining order. She voluntarily dropped it because she knew what was going on was going to be involved in this case too. So why is she going to have like 5 or 6 different cases when they could all be in one? That's, one of the things or one of the reasons. So, but no judge other than that has heard anything on her side. So that's why. And the evidence is just mounting up and mounting up. So it's when a judge is able to see it that you'll see things switch. And right now, you're seeing the actions of Jeremy,
Paco.
The
defense. Hey, King Paco.
Like
So I just
listening to the Karen Reed trial. Swear to God.
I'm waiting on you for that.
Oh yeah, that's in the works. That's
I'm waiting on you for that.
begun again. There's actually a documentary out right now, a new one. I think it's 4 parts. And it's really interesting. They do a good job of showing both sides, but it's done obviously from Karen's people, which I have to say is surprising because they do a lot of favoritism to the other side.
Right.
But if you watch that whole thing with the video footage of all these cameras that are everywhere that everybody has, you watch the whole thing in its entirety, you can't, especially when you get to part 3, you're just like, I cannot believe this is as far gone as it is gone, because there's so many wrongs that happen. Like if you personally know somebody or have knowledge of them, acquaintance, family member, what have you, you cannot be the lead detective on the case. But that was the situation for them. So there was a bias from the get-go. So like there's so many wrong things that happened in just under the investigative part of this. But there's new information that just got released, and all this always seems to, in all these court cases, boil down to cell phone data and email data and Apple Watches. And they, like, remember the Murdoch case where he killed his kid and his wife, the lawyer, and he had been kind of a known bad guy in the South somewhere there.
Yeah.
What cinched it there was that the wife and the son's phones fell silent at the exact same moment within a minute of each other. And then they, that was like the telltale of, well, they were just active and then they both instantly were not at the same time. And so it gave it all away. And you can hide, delete, do whatever you want, but they can pull all this stuff out of these phones, proving all kinds of things. And they just were able to do that now in the Karen Reed trial, about because she had a car that was newer, had a computer in it. They could tell when she stopped and went and where she went and how long she drove and the whole thing. Plus, they have
Right.
her cell phone data. Plus, they have video footage of her arriving at the house, all the things.
Mhm.
And yet they put it in a timeline of the exact time and how many miles from point A to point B did she go in the middle of a blizzard and how long does that take? And
Well,
there's
what show is this?
um
Or what
it's
is it on?
the Karen Reed trial is the documentary name, on Amazon Prime or Max,
Oh,
on one of
okay. So it's the
those.
Karen Reed trial. So,
Yeah,
guys, if you want to, because I know we're going to be discussing this. So, when is the trial? The trial hasn't started, right? I know the motion is up, but the trial hasn't started, right?
they're doing the jury selection again now.
Okay. So, guys, if you
So
want to get filled in on the case, I suggest watching that, and then we'll be able to see what happens in the trial. See how it
yeah,
goes.
and so this new information about the timestamps is not in the documentary because it came out after. This is new information as of today and yesterday.
Uh,
Um, and
Body on the
by
snow. Vanessa
the
saying.
time
I know Vanessa's into.
his phone was turned off, she was long gone. So she couldn't have killed him instantaneously. And her phone Wi-Fi connected back to his house at the same time his phone was still active back at the other house.
Right.
So they're showing a lot of that. And then there's another piece of video footage that is in the documentary that shows when her car was towed. It's now evidence. They bring it into the police garage. The video footage, they had reversed it for court. So now they're
Uh,
being called out on that. So you're seeing the wrong side of the vehicle, but you can see the gentleman hiding behind that corner of the tail light. That is the suspected corner where he died, and doing something to it we all cannot see. But they're claiming, no, there's nobody there. No, no.
and someone manually locked his phone. Vanessa's saying.
Right. So, I mean, that's odd thing to do while you're laying there dying. I
Proctor.
mean, that's odd. It's, and you see the footage of her finding out when they find the body because of the dash cam on the cops' cars and stuff. Like, it's all there.
Right.
And they show you the witnesses on the stand, the EMT, paramedics, different people like that. You go over all the various butt dialing that happened. They all claim they butt dialed each other accidentally. It's something. And I'm on her side of she did not do this.
Uh,
But the one thing that was mentioned in the documentary that bothered me, which now is getting dealt with, which I think is right. Every person who left that bar to go back to this house was drunk.
right.
And they were wasted. They were way many drinks in. And to the point where he brought the cocktail glass with him because that shattered and they found those glass remnants. So he's carrying his cocktail home.
Was she
They
drunk
were,
too?
yeah, they all were,
Okay.
and they all admitted it. Which I sat here going, why is this not being addressed? All these drunk drivers who were all cops, by the way, just
Right.
saying. They are finally now addressing her drunk driving, just hers, of course. And she is getting a DUI attached to that night, and she is going to have to go to jail for that offense. So
Is it
that's
our first
fine.
DUI?
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
her second DUI. So she has to go for 8 or 9 months. She'll probably serve 4, something like that. I don't know when she has to do that, but that they have addressed, which I'm glad about because that is right. That is fair. That we were all running around drunk driving and talking about it so openly, like that's allowed. Just
Right.
that. So now the other people, I don't know. But the one cop who was the lead detective has also been placed on
Mike.
suspension. So things are turning around where truth is coming out, and all these great people are not looking so great anymore. And
Not
she's
the
also
McAlbert.
a hard personality, I think. She's very independent
Moran.
woman, and I think that she doesn't have the personality that a lot of people can gel with. I get that from her. She's a lot.
Uh,
So I see why people want to hate on her.
right,
But it doesn't make her not innocent of this.
right.
Also, we learned they were breaking up. They were at the end of their relationship. They both had admitted it. This was the tail end of their relationship.
All right.
And the
Hey,
reason
Ray.
being was them fighting over his children, which his
Good
children
night,
were not
Ray.
biologically his. They were his sisters who had died that he
Oh,
took. And she was too close to them. And he would argue with her about their relationship. She was too good to her stepchildren to be. Never hear that.
whoops.
So they were most likely separating very soon, anyways. So
So
you
Proctor
learn.
was fired for bias in the case. He is dishonorably discharged. He's been fired.
Yep, he's the documentary said he's suspended, but so and then there was the ATF guy who was flirting with her. Oh God. Like, and they read these texts back and forth, and then it's so stupid, all this extra that you're like, none of this pertains, none of this matters. But it
Right.
shows, what they
It
were,
came out a few
her
weeks back.
lawyer, Alan Jackson, is that his name?
Uh-huh.
I forget. Oh, he's fucking good. He doesn't talk like her, but reminded me of the gal who was the lawyer we all loved in the Johnny
Uh-huh.
Depp trial.
Right.
When we found out she was going to be the one doing the cross on stupid over there,
Uh-huh.
his wife. Oh yeah, like he's good like her. The way he
Uh-huh.
talks, he's smooth, he's good, and he knows his stuff. And the fact that it was a hung jury, so it's a mistrial. I don't know. When I looked it up initially, that usually meant the person goes free. We're done with this. So I don't know if they're just doing another whole case because I don't know how she got to this point again exactly because that was the assumption I was under. But she has the street just like with the Johnny trial. The streets are lined with all of her fans, all the people who are rooting for her.
Uh-huh.
They pitch their tents, they park their chairs, they bring coolers, they have the radios on, they listen, they cheer, they clap, they barbecue. And they all wear pink because they had asked her about what color she likes and they want to support her. So they're all in pink. They have shirts made up. Like, so, you know, that puts some people off. But, in the documentary, he had that one friend. That one friend fucking annoyed me because he just refuses to see the truth right in front of him. I understand he was his best friend, but he just is unwilling to see truth in front of him. He speaks about instances and things that happened that just did not.
Karen and John fought because Karen bought the kids Starbucks and he didn't like that. She did that and spoiled them.
Right. That's what she says.
And they
She says
weren't
their
breaking
fights
up
were
there.
over.
Yeah, they're going through a rough patch. There's no evidence that a breakup was actually or was discussed or something.
No,
So they were going through a
she
rough
talks
thing.
about it. No, that's not true. She directly addresses it in the documentary. She
She
says that.
does.
Yeah. She
Oh,
says
so everything you're saying right now is what's in that documentary.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wasn't there reports that she has brain cancer?
no, that's not discussed.
Val Kilmer died?
What? Val Kilmer's not in this. Did he die? What?
No. No, Nikki just said, did Val Kilmer die? I just had a news alert.
Google Val Kilmer.
Hold on. Tori probably going to beat me to it.
Val Kilmer is dead at 65.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer died.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man. Iceman. Oh, the rabbits got spooked by that. They ran.
Yep.
Holy.
Oh.
Hold on.
He had cancer though, right?
Val Kilmer, film star who played Batman, and Jim Morrison. Whoops! Stop that! Stop that! Nope! Stop that! Never mind. I don't like the New York Times. Hold on.
Dead at 65, passes away after a long health battle.
Yeah, he had it was in his throat, right?
Yeah.
He died from pneumonia.
Yep.
Yes, he had throat cancer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer starred Batman Forever, dies at 65. Best known for his role as Batman Forever and The Doors, died in Los Angeles at the age of 65. The New York Times reported late on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's all they're gonna say. Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Okay, so there's not much stuff out there yet. Hold on.
Well, he just died this evening in what, LA?
Yeah.
His rep did not reply for did not respond for reply comments.
He has a son. I know that.
Yeah. He's got a quote that says, "I saw the horizon. It's out there, and though I may not ever be
Oh,
able to touch it,
wow.
it's worth reaching for."
Yeah. A lot of the famous actors will put out statements, I'm sure.
In 2021, when they did the documentary called Val, his son is the one that did his voice.
Yeah, I saw that documentary.
He also did Top Gun
That was his son's voice.
No, they didn't use his voice in Maverick. He texted.
Oh, that's right.
We saw him, but they just texted. And then they kill him off in that?
Mm-hmm. He died of cancer that year.
In that too, yeah. Well, yeah, Tom Cruise will make a statement, I'm sure. You know who else was a fan of his? Close with him? Kevin Bacon.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No one
There's
wants
an
to
old
live here.
documentary with him, and he sees him as a surprise, and he's like, Val! And he got all excited about his buddy.
He was also in Willow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's a long ass time ago. Willow.
They literally just started putting this out 9 minutes ago.
Yeah. He probably died
Here we
just
go.
a few
Here's
hours
some.
The
ago.
longest one I saw was
Val
20.
Kilmer, who played Bruce Wayne in Batman Forever, channeled as Jim Morrison in Oliver Stone's The Doors and starred in several other 1980s favorites, has died. The New York Times has confirmed he was 65 and he'd been battling throat cancer for several years. Kilmer's reps did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. The baby-faced blonde actor had a solid run as a leading man with a volatile reputation in the 80s and 90s, starring roles in Top Gun, Real Genius, Tombstone, Heat, The Saint. He returned briefly in 2021's Top Gun Maverick, although he could no longer speak due to his cancer. In 2021, a documentary on his life, Val, was released. His son provided the actor's voice, and the film utilized hundreds of hours of video he had recorded over the years, giving a revealing look at the sets he's worked on and showing the actor to be an introspective thinker with an artist's soul. Kilmer took over from Michael Keaton. Sorry.
I was going to say, it's a great documentary. Everybody should look it up.
Kilmer took over from Michael Keaton for Joel Schumacher's 1995 Batman Forever, receiving mixed reviews, and was replaced by George Clooney for Batman and Robin. The New York Times said of Batman Forever, the prime costume is now worn by Val Kilmer, who makes a good Batman, but not a better one than Michael Keaton. After reportedly turning down a role in Francis Ford Coppola's The Outsiders, Kilmer, oh, really?
Yeah, I knew that. He talks about it in his documentary.
Kilmer broke out with a starring role in 1984 spy spoof Top Secret, in which he played a rock star and sang his own songs. Following his turn as a brainy college student in the 1986 sci-fi comedy Real Genius, he became a major star, appearing with Tom Cruise in the worldwide hit Top Gun. Kilmer met his future wife, actress Joanne Whalley, on the set of Ron Howard's fantasy film Willow, and then appeared with her in Kill Me Again in 1989. One of his most memorable roles was playing the charismatic and doomed Morrison in Oliver Stone's 1991 The Doors. Kilmer memorized the lyrics to all of Morrison's songs before his audition, and he immersed himself in the role, wearing clothes similar to the singers for close to a year. Robert Ebert wrote of his turn as Jim Morrison, "The performance is the best thing in the movie, and since nearly every scene centers on Morrison, this is not a small praise." After Batman Forever, New Line persuaded him to come on board the troubled production of The Island of Dr. Moreau, where Kilmer tangled with the both film star Marlon Brando and the director John Frankenheimer. Frustrations on the production mounted when Brando refused to come to the set, and the documentary Val revealed a tense set where crew members grimly joked about Brando's stand-in named Norm. It goes on and on and on. That's on Variety if you wanted to check that out.
That's too bad. That's sad.
Yeah.
His life was cut short. It was a
Yeah.
hard ending there for him.
Born in Los Angeles, Kilmer was raised in Chatsworth and attended Hollywood Professional School and the Juilliard School. He appeared off-Broadway in The Slab Boys, co-starring with Sean Penn and Kevin Bacon. There you go.
Yeah, that was his other buddy, Sean Penn.
Yeah. Before his first TV role in the after-school special One Too Many, which also starred Michelle Pfeiffer. He did voices for animated films, including The Prince of Egypt. His other films included At First Sight. That was a good movie. That was with Mira Sorvino. Red Planet, Pollock, The Salton Sea, Wonderland, and The Missing. Kilmer continued working in films including Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Robert Downey Jr., Deja Vu with Denzel Washington, Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans, and The Snowman. A lifelong Christian Scientist, Kilmer was unwilling to confirm his cancer diagnosis when it was revealed by Michael Douglas in 2016. He combined his fascination with Christian Science founder Mary Baker Eddy with his love of Mark Twain in a screenplay that featured the two figures. He toured with the country with his one-man show Citizen Twain for several years, which incorporated film and live readings of the humorist's work. In 2012, Kilmer received a Grammy nomination for Best Spoken Word for an audio production of Zorro. His memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, named for a line in Tombstone, was published in 2020. Kilmer lived for many years on a ranch in New Mexico, where he continued to own land after selling off most of the ranch. He also painted and helped oversee theater programs for high schoolers to perform Twain and Shakespeare. He was divorced from Wally in 1996 and is survived by a daughter, Mercedes, and a son, Jack. Wow. I skipped a little bit of it. You can go read it if you want to. That was out of Variety. I wanted to get to like some more of a personal side of him before I ended it, and I had it. So that's so sad.
Yeah.
He was a good actor. He was definitely a good actor. Wow. And you know what? If you think about it, like the way his character in Maverick passed, it's kind of like he did that. You know what I mean? It's almost like they did that in a way that they knew that was going to happen that way. You know?
Yeah.
It was for that reason, and you could say goodbye, and he was able to do that the way he wanted to, I guess.
Yes.
This one doesn't say he had throat cancer that he was suffering through.
They said he died of pneumonia.
It said he died of pneumonia?
Yeah, one of the things I said, it said his daughter confirmed that he passed from pneumonia, complications from pneumonia.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times when you get that, when you're that sick,
it's something else that takes you out.
Pneumonia, you get like sick, and it's like pneumonia is the last thing, really.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that happens to everybody, but if you're that sick and your body can't handle it, then that's the one last thing that they say is the cause. Why wouldn't they say it was cancer, though?
Because they talk about what killed him.
Right, yeah.
Cancer made him have no immune system.
To fight off pneumonia. That's so sad. That's a loss. That's a tragic loss. Man, that's upset. Unsurprisingly, my brother was drunk and tried to get an autograph, but kept calling Val other celeb names. Lisa Bam, you tell Kendra, what a great night tonight with you here with the team. I'm scared of that freak of nature germ. He is much worse than can be said on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was worried when Dave got it twice in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's scary. Like when you're facing something and then you get that cold that turns into pneumonia. That's very scary. You know. So it can be. It can be K-Bird. It can be. Wow. Man. Where'd Robbie go?
That's a
Right
bummer.
here.
Oh, so quiet.
I was just listening to you. It sucks he died.
Yeah.
The only consolation is he wasn't exactly a spring chicken anymore.
No, he's still young. He was only 65.
Yeah, he was still young. I mean, only 5 years older than us.
Yeah.
But in the documentary, he was very.
But with what he went through,
he was satisfied that he lived as long as.
Yeah, he was. In the documentary, he talks about how he was satisfied with how long he was able to live
And
with
he was not. He was not at all sad about fearing
dying.
death or whatever.
Yeah.
Hi, Gary.
Hi.
Hello, Gary.
Hi.
hello,
Hi.
Gary.
It's a
Hi.
it's an interesting piece to see his side of it. You really
Be
saw
nice to
what
me,
a
Gary.
cool
Hey,
story.
Gary.
I
Gary.
love you.
Gary, you got a nice snack bag for puppy dogs, don't you?
Yes, I do. It's an awesome bag.
Yes, I do.
That was fun to make.
Well, it's fun to use.
That's cool.
We
All
My
this
dog's
talk
name
about
is-
shaving cats, I turned you peeps into PETA. Spade.
didn't talk about shaving none.
No, we didn't actually.
We did not shave the kitty.
Oh my
Well,
god.
no, she.
Oh my
You
God.
missed it earlier.
Here we go. We came up as pussy.
I ain't shaved no kitty.
She used the P word. And I'm not talking about peens.
Marsha did.
Marsha
Mark-
I'm sweet
started
and
it.
innocent still.
She did. Marsha
I
started
just
it.
said it out loud.
I'm just sweet and innocent
Yeah,
still.
but you went and you started using all kinds of adjectives and stuff, and smooth.
Well,
and
because we were
silky.
talking about the smooth pussy that she was making for Marsha. It was Marsha's pussy. And then she got into the oil for it in case you also wanted your pussy wet.
That is not what we said.
We needed to give the trolls something.
Yeah.
Together.
And now I'm online looking at 1-inch steel balls.
What?
Now she's making some sweaty balls.
I'm looking at 1-inch balls
She only wants them 1 inch, though.
because I need
1
weight.
inch balls. Guys, we need to stay away from these 1 inch and 2 inch things. You know what I mean? Because they're just
I
not good.
prefer my balls bigger. A solid 2 inches around would be good.
These need to be a solid 1 inch around to fit in the legs of the kitty.
Oh, okay. It's a
For
small.
weight.
We're going for a perfect match size. Got it. That makes sense.
Did you say the balls need to be around the kitty?
Oh my
What?
God.
I'm
It's
putting them
gonna just
inside
kinda
the
go-
leg of the cat to weight the cat down.
It's going to suck up those balls in its pussy.
You nasty, nasty, nasty people. Nasty.
Well, that's what you're saying. You got to insert the balls into the pussy to weigh it down.
Nasty.
Let's get Lisa going. She sounds like her mother right now.
You really want to see someone poop? We won't talk about how many beads I put in its bottom.
Oh my gosh, this is a very busy kitty. He's got the beads and the balls. Yeah, he doesn't need no fingers. He's just getting them in every hole. It's a very busy
I
pussy.
can't breathe.
Diana, you can't take me anywhere. I'm just repeating what she said about putting balls in the pussy.
Oh my God.
I'm not the one crafting it. I'm just explaining it directionally.
Oh, ow.
I'm surprised nothing's in its mouth.
We didn't talk about that.
I know. Is there going to be some kind of peen insertion?
Calm down, Lisa. Lisa's gonna need a
Be
pee
careful,
pad.
you're going to need one of those pee pads.
Oh my God. Oh my ribs.
That's such an Aunt Joni laugh, except Aunt Joni was a little deeper.
She said deep.
No,
She said
pun,
deeper.
If
no
she
pun
doesn't stop.
intended. I know my aunt, she's hysterical right now, cackling at this.
Stop it, Kendra.
You know she is, and she's
That's why I'm laughing harder. Stop it.
doing
Stop it, Kendra.
it.
Lisa needs a ball gag.
What?
Gabe needs to walk in right about now. What are you all talking about?
Guys, I'm literally holding the chair. My stomach, my ribs hurt. You can't get me laughing like that because whenever I start laughing and cracking up, I think of my mom. No joke. I mean, I literally. And she would do the same exact thing, and
They cannot
gone.
stop. And then they hear their own laugh and laugh more.
Tears coming out. Oh my God. I know. My mother did that in a movie theater. The place was packed. The whole movie theater. There was not one seat you could sit in. It was for Beverly Hills Cop. But this is how long ago it was. And there was a part of the movie where the silly cop he stands up. There's a whole big shootout going on, and all of a sudden he just stands up and he's just like, freeze, you're all under arrest, and then just starts shooting again. My mother, everybody in the movie did a laugh, but she stopped and she tried to cover up her laugh because she was still laughing, and she's got her jacket over her mouth, and you hear her going, huh, 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 huh. Kendra knows.
Yeah.
It's the whole
You knew
movie.
if she pulled anything, a towel or a shirt up over her face, she was done for.
Yeah, and she got the whole movie theater to start laughing again. No joke. I was like, oh my God, you see what you just did? That would have made her continue. It was hilarious. Yeah, it's a contagious laugh, and if me and my mother were sitting here, it's almost like we just echoed each other. Oh my God. Oh God. So when I laugh like that, it reminds me of my mother laughing, and it makes me laugh even more. So, it's a good thing. It's good. But man, whew, my ribs hurt. Oh my God. I was supposed to be going to bed. Did I wake you up? Oh my gosh. Jerem's 2-inch pipe is
Debbie
useless.
said, oh my God, I had to hang up with my son. I was cracking up.
Lisa, you need it tonight, big time. Yeah. Yeah, it's all goody. Kendra's good for cracking me up all the time. The best is when she cracks up, though. Well, so look what you started. Thank you. Thank you for talking about your pussy. Oh my goodness. That's funny. I do. I need some oxygen. Probably the next room says, "What's so funny? He was sleeping." Sorry. Oh, oh my goodness. I love when Crayola and Crayon Fun argue. Yeah, I, I have to get that working again. The only thing they didn't talk about how to take the pancake, the juice, the syrup. You need a corn dog and the mayonnaise, the white cream. What? What are you talking about, Taco?
The only thing they didn't talk about how to take the pancake, the juice, the syrup. You need a corn dog and the mayonnaise, the white cream.
Lisa, pads will be in the next shipment. Oh my gosh. Fun times for whoever wants to go over the transcript. How many times be in there? I actually left the chat on this time because a couple of people were like, oh, there's no transcript. To watch the replay. I left it on. Oh, they're gonna be highly disappointed. Oh wow, look at that number, Kendra. They're gonna be highly disappointed. Oh my god, Jeremy's gonna claim Lisa's on laughing gas because Jeremy doesn't know how to laugh like that. Because I don't fake it. That's real.
Because he don't know how to have any real fun.
Yeah, he's like he like sits there on the camera and he like looks and it's like and then throws his arm up, acts like it's like totally fake. There's like no real anything in there. George's laugh isn't even real. I found something better than StreamYard. Oh, StreamYard or Stream Deck? We bet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that evil cackle. I wouldn't be surprised if she does that just because. You know what I mean? Like she's got nothing else to say, so she just laughs at the stupidity of her jerk off
Nice.
over there. My neighbors will be gossiping tonight, saying, Silver has a friend in last night. He's gonna be pissed because he can't laugh. Well, he's got a problem. He's our biggest fan, Kendra. He copies things I say and do. He repeats all of it.
The haters usually are the biggest fans.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, get your own shit. And then he complains that we're stealing stuff from him. Oh no, honey. We're not stealing nothing from you. I am absolutely 100% watching your videos and collecting evidence. And the evidence that shows that you're an asshole, I'm going to show it. I'm going to lodge a motion for the plaintiff. Uh-oh. Thank you, Nine Chins. Woo. Dreamweaver. I was even able to get that out. Did you see the short Germ just put out earlier today, you mean? Or did he do another one? Yeah, he could. Once he figured out that there was some kind of motion, he had to laugh about it. But I guess he doesn't know that his videos of him saying the magistrate said a whole bunch of shit is what's also attached to that. So, are we doing it now? Jennifer, thank you so much. $5. There's a new one recently. Oh God, what BS is this? Oh my God, my ribs hurt. That is hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. He always says stupid shit. So, and he's most likely lying. Lying Brian. This is the second time I've left on here. Oh my God. 14 minutes left. Oh, it's for the goal? I can't even see the window. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, we have. Oh,
2
there's
left.
Alex. 2 left. Love the laughs. You guys are awesome. Yeah, we got to do a giveaway if we get 2 more. That was earlier today. I thought so.
Oh God, my eyes. I just thought Vanessa G's name said vagina.
Oh my
What do you
God.
got in your brain? That's what I was saying before, because like I was trying to read and my eyes were so blurry. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to read this all tonight because it's 22 pages, and I want to be cool about it. You know what I mean? And actually explain it
Up
the way.
there we go.
We got it. We got it. Strictly. Thank you so much, Kyle, Alex. Pet up, people. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I think I might go live like earlier, like around if I'm awake around noon. Otherwise, it's gonna have to wait. But Thursday will be like a brunch port, and we might have some more info on it too, because who knows how long it's gonna take. And Thursday's April 3rd, so you know there's a hearing, or there still is a hearing as of 5 o'clock today, I think. Jennifer W. One left needed this laugh. Oh, thank you so much, Jennifer. Oh, my stomach. Only time Jaren does a real laugh is when he looks at River Silver Heart. Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63. Silver Heart, thank you. Oh my gosh, Lisa, will you show Timu, please? Which one? There's a bunch of them. All right, hold on. Let's get one. Hold on. So, I don't know if Kendra's seen the Timu teeth. Let's do, I think the last one that I got. Let's see. Because there was quite a few. Oh, this one doesn't have sound. Does it? Why is the sound not on? It should have sound.
I couldn't answer you.
What?
I said, I don't know.
Oh, there it is. I got it. All right. Let me show it. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I should open it actually in Chrome so you can hear it. Hold on.
And can I just say, it's
Yeah.
been past half an hour.
Oh, I know. You only got to come on a half an hour?
Well, that was all Robbie allowed.
I gave up.
You're too funny. Robbie, you need to not, be putting my cousin, in a sweat box.
Hey, you zip it.
No, you
Listen,
zip it.
Listen, Prudy, zip it.
Yeah, Prudy. Oh my God, what the fuck is that?
I've got a blink. I've got a blink. Let me blink. I'm going to take it. Too many teeth. Look, Jen. Too many teeth. Oh, quick, give us a kiss. You want to give a kiss? You want a kiss? You want to give this a kiss, don't you?
What's that?
I'll slip in the tongue. I will. You ready? Here we go. Just I've got to blink. But the tongue.
Oh my God, what's that?
That tongue thing though is just like gets me every time. It cracks me up.
Look at my teeny teeth. My teeth. I've got to blink. I've got to blink. Let me blink. I'm going to take it. Too many teeth. Look, Jen. Look, too many teeth. Oh, quick, give us a kiss. You want to give a kiss? You want a kiss? You want to give this a kiss, don't you? I'll slip in the tongue. I will. You ready? Here we go.
Oh.
Just I've got to blink. But the tongue.
I'm not looking.
Oh my God.
That part
Oh
is just great.
Gross.
They were asking for it last night, and Mickey's just asked again. So that cracked me up the other night with the tongue and the noise. Miyagi's great, man. Oh my goodness, that whole thing is disturbing. Did the head just spin all the way around? It sure did. Oh my
So is
goodness.
Jeremy's other hand up her butt because she's a hand puppet?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. He likes to do things like that. Yeah, the bald spot is the best. I have to bleach my eyes now.
Good night,
Oh,
Mom.
Catherine. Good night, Marsha.
Good
Good night,
night.
Marcia. Get to bed.
Whew. Oh my gosh. All right, so now that we're doing a giveaway, let's get one set up. How about that? What should the hashtag be? Oh
I
my
don't know.
goodness.
You said you were going to use one of Kyle's last night, but
Ah, I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was either.
All right, what should the hashtag? Oh my gosh. Reset the goal. I'll reset it if you guys want to do it. All right, hold on. Let's see. We will do another giveaway. Oh my god, my ribs hurt. They hurt because I don't laugh that often that much.
Hashtag pussy.
No, I'm not doing that.
Wimp.
Timu teeth. Oh, what a night.
Prude.
It should be. It should be because that's what started everything off.
I know, right, Kendra?
Pussy
Yeah.
started everything off.
That's
Yeah.
what we said.
Oh, I thought you was going off on the prude. Kendra is the best. Hashtag Marsha O. Oh my god, oiled kitty. Oh, zip it, Prudy. Todd. We need
Zip it,
another one,
Prudy.
wherever you are. Todd's starting it. We need another shut up. Craigslist. Oh my god. Who put the woo in Wooster for me? Happy endings. Oh my gosh, you guys are good. Charlene, thank you so much. Whoop whoop. Butter? Oh no, butter. I can't see. Oh my god, my eyes look blurry. We should do hashtag Val. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm literally waiting for you guys to give me a good hashtag. All right,
Well-
Lisa the Prude. No, I'm not doing Lisa the Prude. Woo woo wooster. Sweaty balls. No, 2-inch.
The peach emoji.
You guys are so bad.
You
Snitch.
can put pussycat.
Figures Ed would put that up there. Snitch. What, Robbie?
You can put pussycat.
That's what I said.
Or you can just go meow.
Oh my gosh. Balls deep. Wait a minute. There's something to that, isn't there, Kyle?
Hashtag 1 inch.
Val Kilmer died, Josie. Putty cat. Breathe. Leather kitty. Viper. That's cool. Let's do that. We'll do that because that's what we all know him as, right? Let's do that. I think that's respectful. There we go.
No, it's
What?
Iceman.
Iceman.
You're right.
Iceman.
You're right. Okay, we'll do that.
Ice, babe.
All right, now I just gotta share it for you guys. One moment, please.
Oh, so that
There we go.
would fit.
There we go, guys. Iceman. Whew. More pads for Pebs. Mad Mardigan. There you go, Iceman. That's so sad. Now I'm gonna have to go watch. This tab is sharing what? Okay. I'm gonna have to go watch the original Top Gun.
Yep.
Whew. Here, kitty. Wow. Kendra, we miss you.
You miss me.
Yeah.
It's 20.
Yes, ma'am. Mo magic. Mo magic. Mo magic.
See a lot
Two-
of Icemans.
Yeah, lots of Icemen. We got 68, 73 so far.
Wow.
Hey, Mo.
Oh
I
man.
know.
Little yoo-hoo. There's Lindsay and Lori and
And
Patty.
Jimmy and Johnny and Jimmy.
How are you feeling, Kendra?
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I want to go watch Tombstone now.
I'll
Really?
be your
That's,
Huckleberry.
yeah, that's the
Please
best.
Yeah.
play Megan's Bangs.
I could
Oh,
watch
my-
that right now.
Megan's Bangs?
No, there ain't nothing about that thing I want to watch.
Seven Below. Val also did a great movie called Seven Below. Sad Huckleberry. Mo Magic. Kendra continued prayers even though you ignore me.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Even though she's just ignoring you.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yep, I'll be your Huckleberry. That was one of my late husband's favorite sayings.
Really?
Yep. When we
We've
after
been
we watched
saying it.
Tombstones, he would tell people that people started getting mouthy with him. He'll go, "I'll be your Huckleberry."
You also
We've been
played Aunt
saying that a
Bert's.
lot around here lately because I watched Katie Van Slyke and her horses, and one of
Oh,
the
I've
new
been watching her
foals.
now too.
Yeah, one of them is Huckleberry.
Yeah. They're so cute. I can't stop watching them. That's my zen now. It's like she's like because I can put her on like anytime she's not live, you know.
Yeah,
So
she doesn't go live, but she puts out Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube every day. And she teaches a lot. And tonight she just did a video. It was so sweet for in honor of Baby Seven, the University of Tennessee. They are doing a scholarship for the third year students to get full ride, and they'll be
uh
doing seven of them in honor of Seven with the money that was made from the videos about him. So she donated, and I thought that was
I
just
don't
really
know about
cool.
Seven. What about Seven?
Oh, you'll cry. But
What?
he just came home this week. Baby Seven is his name, and you got to go to her TikTok has the best way to do it, and go to the Baby Seven file. Start from the beginning where she gets a phone call one morning, and Gracie, who was his mother, um, they said, she had her foal, and she said, no. They're like, yeah, he's standing up in the field, and Gracie was only 286 days. Horses need to be minimally pregnant for 320.
Right.
So he was very, very early, but he was breathing, he was standing, and he was nursing. And so, but when she got out there, he was laying down, and you see this film footage. She has it all. They carry him to the car. They drive the car to the vet, the whole thing. And this horse wanted to live, and he didn't have breathing, eating problems. He just, they don't have bones in their leg until they're older. So it was all cartilage. So
Right.
that was what they needed to grow in, and he was braced for months so he couldn't walk. So then they had to get him building up the muscles again. So he was at the University of Tennessee, where he's lived since about this time last year when he was born, and he just came home this week. And you just see all the updates, and yeah, he costs a lot of money, but the
Uh,
videos about him made it so she could pay those vet bills. And people want to crucify her for keeping him alive, but she never made that decision on her own. It was always with the vets. And they said, he's a fighter, and he's not, there's
oh,
no reason to.
I thought you were gonna tell me that was one of the new babies that was just born because I just watched literally the updated like every new video with the babies. I watched all of them. I'm like, wait a minute, who's Seven? Where's Seven?
Yeah, no,
So
he was last year's.
okay.
And in fact, Gracie's had another baby. Gracie doesn't have her own biological baby. She's a recip mare. So she
Uh,
carries for other babies. That's what most of her mares do. And she
right.
does daily videos explaining all of that. And so just this whole baby Seven coming home was like, teary-eyed. You're just like, oh my gosh, this horse has just brought people together and in just such a positive way. And she's very realistic about his long-term future. She talks
Uh,
very openly about, we don't know how long we'll have him, because the second his pain is unmanageable, she does not believe in keeping an animal alive.
right.
So she's smart about it. And she grew up on this farm.
God,
They
God,
are a
God
cow
bless
farm.
her.
What?
So
Sorry, I thought Robbie said something. Go ahead.
yeah.
Good night to God.
Oh, good night, John Caps.
Good
Go
night,
ahead.
John.
So she does better, I think, than us, the public do, not being raised on a farm with animals die. That's part of how it goes.
Yep.
And they are not a dairy farm. So those
Right.
cows go out to be eaten. So she's, she's with it. But she gets attached to her animals. She loves all of her animals. They get chiropractic care. I
Yeah,
mean,
she like, I mean, from what I've seen, just with like the babies being born, what she's talking about, and what they do, like just as far as like breeding and stuff too. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
wow,
So
she's very
right
knowledgeable
now,
and she explains it all.
yeah, Happy is due to give birth tonight.
That's the last
So
one, right?
they're on full watch. Happy's the last one to give birth this season.
It's amazing how
And
quickly those babies stand up.
yeah, they need them standing up pretty quick.
Yeah,
And so like if the mom's still resting or something, she's there and you'll see her. She's pinching their back. Because that's what the mom would
yeah,
do, would bite their back. And she's
yeah,
right there when they give birth, and they try to let the animal, do it themselves as much as possible. She only steps in when needed. Um, it's very fascinating to just learn about it. And she's she gives back to her community, and she's going to start showing again. And her pride and joy is VS Code Red that she owns, who you can look up that video of her at the auction winning him a couple years ago. And it's so sweet. She breaks down. Like, she
really,
learned of this horse when she was a teenager, and it was her dream to have him. And she
really,
finally got to a point where she could purchase him when he went up for auction, and she won him for $1 million.
really.
Yeah. So he lives at a facility where 3 times a week he has his semen collected, and she sells it because he's a very popular horse. So he pays for his own stay at the place, and she visits him sometimes. And it's so cute because she always gets dressed up when she goes to see him.
Oh,
She puts
really?
on her full makeup and everything.
That's cool,
And
man.
she has the baby cows. I love the baby cows. Shut up over there, peanut gallery.
Who are you talking to?
Gary and
Gary.
his
Oh,
nasty statement.
oh,
Yeah.
I didn't hear
That's good.
him. I've
Gary was
always,
talking about
you
three
know,
times a week.
How did Robbie hear?
Yeah.
Of course
I
I
heard
Robbie
him
didn't.
heard you.
mumble it.
Well, he's got the things in his ears. You're coming through my laptop, which is why sometimes I always say, "What? Huh?" Because if someone's talking or two people kind of at the same time, I miss part of what was said. Or even if I'm talking, I'll miss part of what's said. So I'm always going, "Huh? What?" I got to put my headphones on. But yeah, I didn't hear crap.
But yeah, they're sweet videos, and she
I
talks like I talk
really
to the
like.
animals.
I love like when I found out that you can like actually do horse therapy just to like zen. Like sometimes you just need to ground yourself. And I think that for me, horses would be so cool, but there's none around here. I guess I can go a little north and go, but
Yes,
when
you
we
can. Ocala.
yeah, yeah. Because there's lots of horse ranches and stuff over there.
Ocala has the what is it called? The big show thing there.
Ocala,
I want
yeah.
Um,
Ocala's the horse capital of the United States now.
yeah, and I think the big show is in May.
Right.
oh really? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do for my birthday then. I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna go.
Katie will
Yeah.
be there. She's showing Denver.
Really?
Hmm.
I want to go because I love horse. Like I made Gabe come and I said, let's go see if we can go like to one of these places. And this is when we were on the East Coast. I said, let's see if they'll let us like play and sit around with the horses or maybe feed them or something. And we found a place, but they didn't let us do that. So we were just like hanging out on the side, and they were coming up to us by the fence. But I really wanted to go, and it's not that I've been around horses growing up, as far as like being with them, seeing them and stuff, or riding. I was literally with my dad all the time. He used to go to the racetrack, and I used to watch them run and stuff and race. And
Oh yeah,
I
you
was,
see me flipping out today about the Kentucky Derby and Sandman.
yeah, yeah,
I'm in love
he,
with that
he was
horse
saying,
now. Look up
really.
Sandman. He's a beautiful gray horse. Like, oh my goodness. And he
Hmm.
just won the other Derby, and he stumbled out of the gate.
Really?
hmm They say he got spooked. I saw the interview with the jockey, and he just said
Uh,
he stumbled.
uh,
So he just let him get into the race after that. The jockey was happy he didn't fall off. That's how much of a stumble it was.
right.
And he said he got into it, and then he just kind of kept up kicking up the gears and was passing people. And he said at the end, you see him win this race. He says, all I did was give him a kick, and he went into that last gear and just took off. I mean, it was an awesome race to
Really?
watch. I mean, oh yeah,
That's cool.
it's and then they play Metallica, the Sandman.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool. Yeah, no, I
yeah.
used to go with my dad all the time. He used to call me his good luck charm. So it was always like with horses. And then my dad ended up owning a horse, a race horse, and its name was Sparkle Plenty. And so but I've never, I think I rode a horse twice in my life, but I always thought they were like so beautiful. Just, like I love the Clydesdales and stuff, Black Stallion. Like I think horses are very beautiful creatures, and I think they're very smart. And so I think it would just be so cool to just go and chill. And we tried to, but now uh, I know. Well, I knew basically before you guys said that, but that there's a lot of horse ranches up in Ocala. Um, so when you turn me on to, isn't it so funny, Kendra? Because I literally got a picture sent to me for Christmas, and it's a horse with its mane. That's probably why I love horses with the long hair. Duh. Anyway, but it's a horse with its mane hanging in front of him, and it says, "Never forget who you are." I'm gonna cry. Hang on, because my mother always said that. It says, "Never forget who you are. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know." So, and it's literally to my left right here. And so I'm so psyched that you told me about her, because I've literally been, as little as I know. I mean, I loved horses my whole life, but I don't know much about like their breeding and their, and what it's like to take care of them. But I always wanted to, and so I really like Katie Van Slyke.
Yeah. If you
So
look
I've
her up on
watched.
TikTok, you can see, they're just 3-minute videos, and you can just
Mhm,
scroll through her page.
mhm,
It's a lot of fun. She's got the baby
mhm.
goats on there. She's
Yeah,
got the baby cows. I love the baby cows.
yeah. I used to go to the Belmont Stakes too. But, oh God, Aqueduct, Roosevelt Raceway. Yeah, we used to do all that. But I love these babies being born, and they're like so like you give them like a couple, like they're beautiful with mini horses, man. I'm like, wow.
There's two
And
videos up today on the foals, and she
she
does
does a
one where she's
lot of videos.
oh yeah, she puts up about 5 or so a day.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot, and like the cameras that she's using and stuff. Like she's like,
yeah,
oh, how
Matt
long
and
has she been
Nate
doing this?
have her whole life. She was born across the street. Her parents live across the street on that other farm.
Wow, that's cool.
And so her parents invested with her to begin with, but her parents are awesome people too. Like, so baby Seven, for example, was technically her mother's horse. And
Wow,
but Katie paid for him in his hospital stay. And so when he
right,
came home, there's a video of mom and dad going to visit baby Seven, and mom's petting him and giving him the treats. And they put a little tea in his tush before he left Tennessee. They'd
right.
shaved in there. And
Uh,
so her dad goes, "Oh, look, it's a tea for Terry." That's her mom's name. And she goes, no, this is Katie's horse. I think Katie's well overpaid for him now. This is her horse." So like they're a family that's not weird about it with the money and whose
right.
animals whose. They're all their animals. Katie always says that. And Matt and Nate do the videography and take the pictures. And oh my God, you can buy some of them online for cheap.
Right.
Um,
Right.
so, but they put out some today, send some video where you're just like, she's like, this is what my camera sees like as a typical phone camera. And she goes, and
Right.
this is what what we caught. And you're just like, wow, they had some great. So today's videos are really cool with seeing all the babies. They got put out to the bigger pasture.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
love
I'll
horses.
check that out when we get up. But guys, if you like horses or whatever, if you just want to like, um, I definitely suggest going and checking it out. It's cool. She's pretty cool.
All right,
And her
We're gonna
last
do the
week,
giveaway. Go ahead.
let's do the
her last
drawing. I got
week.
to go to bed.
All right, one more thing. Her last week video of catching up with Katie, where they sit on the couch and chat. They
Uh-huh.
spend a good half an hour talking about their plans for Ocala.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. That would be fun to go see that. I definitely want to go if I can get Gabe to do it. I want to go. And it's in May. Cool. We're gonna do it. Oh, look at that. 106, 107. Get your hashtags in. I'm getting ready to draw, guys. Hashtag Iceman. They're like, shut up and draw.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah,
my
come
mom
on.
said something like that. Oh my God, it's Robbie. All right,
I
here we
gotta go to
go.
bed. It's 1:00.
Okay, there you go, guys. Brady Fisherman, Sandman, Stacy, Nightchins, Okie Be More, Sylvie, Stacy, Teaser, Carol Crazy. Whoop whoop. Nice.
There you
Congrats,
go.
Carol.
Congratulations,
Congrats,
Carol.
Carol Crazy. Awesome.
Congratulations, Carol Crazy.
All right. Carol Crazy. All right, I know I have her info. But if you want to make sure, just shout me out an email. That's awesome. Very cool. I can't wait to get some of these out to you guys. I'm just sending them all. I do need envelopes though, but I have at least. I think I need like a quarter more. That's all. But we're good. Carol, congrats. Whoop, whoop.
All right.
right.
And on that note, I will say good night, everybody. And Kendra, just take the rest of the night off. You're gonna work double hard tomorrow.
Shut
All
up,
right.
Robbie.
Thank you, Robbie.
No problem.
Slave driver.
Oh. Gary's gonna be yelling at me tomorrow, going, "What do you mean giving her the rest of the night off?" Gary's gonna say, "I got bills to pay."
Oh my God.
I'm not worried about the bills.
Shut up, Robbie. Go to bed, Robbie.
Yeah, go to bed, Robbie.
I will say good night to everybody and God bless. And I will be on at 5:30 tomorrow.
Yep.
It
Get
is
swamped.
hump day,
It is hump day.
and we will see you all then. Good night,
All
everybody. God bless and prayers, and just keep the faith. And you know how it goes. Ta-ta for now. God bless.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo,
Bye.
Robbie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Tori's Toodaloo usually ends it.
I was trying.
Try hard enough.
Oh man, I am like so glad. This is, guys. I really I don't know. Never mind. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it. Lisa, was there an election in Otter Creek today? Yes, there was. And there was 4 seats open, and the top 4 voted. Who voted the highest would be Zim, Rex, who purchased the RV park from Teresa Brick Ranger, Carl Hughes, and Russell Meeks. Now it's not official, but the official numbers will come out on Friday. I think, yeah, Friday's the 4th, right? Yeah. So, but those were the top 4, so it looks like those 4 would be in there. Russ had 55 votes, Rex had 51, Carl had 51, Russell Meeks had 36, Lynette had 18, Don had 30, Stewart had 33, and Jeff had 17. So that's as far as the voting tonight. Obviously, they're going to make it official on Friday. So the top 4 would be Zim, Rex, Carl, and Russ. So Russ does get back in there. I'm not sure how Otter Creek feels about it, but yeah, I think that I wasn't there, so I have no idea how everybody promoted what they believed in there, and would hate to say it, signs or anything. But yeah. I can't say. I haven't talked to anybody since the voting as far as how they feel about it. So is Rex all that bad? It seems he was more or less brought into the situation with Michelle and John. I honestly think they all were. I think the people that are into the people that are seriously into it and against John and Michelle would be the Grangers and Jerk. I don't think it's much of anything else. If you like them, you like them. You don't. You don't. You know what I mean? But as far as being so against them, hateful towards them and evil towards them, it's the Grangers and Jerk. Zim is not, or Russell's not. Don's not. And Rex, I think, just kind of was brought into the especially the invasion. I believe Russ was brought into it because he was the one that had the fifth wheel that they were using to take the trailer out. So he was kind of maybe caught up in it. I don't really know. But you got Travis and you got the other one. And then Travis was being an asshole on his live tonight, just watching the dang thing. He saw them outside standing out front, so he went around the block and was literally sitting behind the building, talking. And then when Don was trying to move himself in the wheelchair, he kind of not the wheelchair, the chair, because it was on rollers, so he didn't have to get up because he has a bad knee. Travis laughed at him, and when he went in front and was starting filming, he made it to a point where he had the camera facing him a certain way so you could see the three of them on camera talking, a little further away from him. That to me is bullshit. What are you trying to do that for? John was behind him or something, and he made a comment about, well, then don't go out in public then if you don't want to be filmed. Really? Why are you even over there? He's talking about legitimate business meeting. Well, you're not even a business. You have to become a business, and it's going to cost you a couple grand for you to do so. So until you do, you are technically not a business. Why are you there? So he's just there because he knew he'd get the views. He was the only one actually showing the meeting. I wish Thomas was showing it. And he was shocked by the views he got. He's like, oh, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I'm like, oh my God. Perhaps he doesn't realize that half the people in there were probably people just wanting to see. That's it. But yeah, so as usual, he's a jerk. He's literally yeah. So that's what happened.
On that note, I'm gonna say goodnight.
Yeah, we're gonna get going, guys. What time is it? It's 1:00. We're trying to cut it a little earlier, lately. Kendra said she'd come on for a little bit, and she's been here quite a while. I hope you feel better, Kendra. I really do.
Thank you.
And we've been giving her some good luck, I think. I haven't heard her say there's been an earthquake since she's been on here.
Yeah, I never talked about that one.
Right? So,
Good
guys,
night, everybody.
yeah, so Tori's going to be live after Robbie tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
All right.
I believe so.
You believe so?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Now we're going to be doing some working on shelves and stuff. Oh yeah, I am actually, because I may not be working on leather. I may just be chit-chatting while I'm putting up stuff on the shelves.
Oh, all right. Okay, cool.
So we may just have Zen conversations tomorrow.
Cool, because if Robbie's going on at 5:30, if I can, I wanted to start just get it out there what this motion's about, And if you're going to be live tomorrow, I don't want to go live tomorrow night. I want you to go live. So if I'm going to say anything tomorrow, it would be earlier during the day, like somewhere between like noon and 3. And I can explain more of what the motion's about, because the motion is very important. And then I'll come back and finish it up, and we'll do like another part to it on Thursday. So, but I have a feeling that you might be hearing something about it from Mike Volpe, and I believe his podcast is tomorrow. So that could be interesting, and I'll be posting that as well if he does do one. So we shall see you tomorrow on Get Swamped and on Tori's. Maybe I'll be here, but I'll be back Thursday. So thank you all so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Check out all our mods. They are awesome people. And prayers for all of you guys, especially Kendra, because she's my girl. Seriously, prayers for everybody out there who needs it, and for those who don't. Say goodnight, girls.
Good
night,
night,
girls.
girls.
Bye.
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 Ta-ta.
Toodaloo.